Hello, listening people.
Hi, Ground.
Hi, Bartek, how are you?
Good, Ryan. How are you?
Who's Ground?
I don't know.
You just want to say, hi, Ground. Hi, Roof. What a way to
Well,
start a
technically, it's
podcast.
ceiling.
Oh, man, maybe I'm saying hi to the roof. Maybe I'm thinking about it. I didn't have to look at it and say hi.
Wait, well, hold on. Well, it was Something in Polish Presents, right?
Yeah, we're Spit and Polish.
That's it. Spit and Polish presents Unappreciated Masterpieces with Ryan Slawinski and Bartek, no last name.
You do have a last name, you just don't want to say it.
Kasprzak.
There you go. So, Bartek, we are doing our podcast Unappreciated Masterpieces.
On the ground, in fact, yeah.
We spit and polish, likingly, because we are always spitting, and we both happen to be Polish. Is that not correct?
I mean, you said it, not me.
Alright, then it is correct. I know my facts. And we are doing our
Facts
podcast, Unappreciated Masterpieces, a podcast in which we do feature-length audio commentaries for movies that seemingly don't deserve a commentary. But we say, hey, you're wrong about that, because every movie deserves to be talked about, and to be analysed, to be praised, and to just be thought about, because people put an idea forth, and that idea got shared around, and eventually got formed and created and distributed, and us, the audience, just never appreciated it the way that the people wanted it to be appreciated, because these are forms of art. Can you imagine you have this great idea, you think it's wonderful and great, and it's you develop, and it takes years for it to actually form and be released, and then no one wants to see it? That would break your heart, wouldn't it? Well, it breaks our heart too, but we're taking our broken heart and fusing it back together using the masking tape that is the movie to wrap our little heart back together and feel good and human again.
Yeah, Ryan's just about done. I did it before the episode started.
He did it before the episode. So, Bartek, what is the movie that we'll be covering in this episode of the show?
The movie that we are covering in this episode of the show, which is titled, well, you can see the title. I can't say the title because then it'll spoil the gag that I'm about to do.
Okay.
Is Ben Carte.
Sorry?
Ben Carte.
Ben Carty.
Ben Carte.
Ben Carty.
Yes.
There's a g in there. Okay.
No, there are some Polish characters that have like little accents on them, and they make an ing sound. Ing, yeah. So Ben Carte.
Okay.
That Ben is actually only 2 letters. It's B and an E with a little accent at the bottom.
Okay. I don't speak Polish, although I am Polish. I don't actually speak the language.
You just learned about eng and ow.
What is this, the last airbender? My name's Ung.
Well, that's a full name. I just said a letter.
Ung.
Eng. Ben Carte.
I don't know, what is it? What's it in English? Is it as equally complicated?
Are you saying what the title is or what the translation of Ben Carte is?
Give me one or the other.
Because the word Ben Carte is the Polish word for inglorious.
Oh, we're doing Inglourious Bastards.
Apparently the original title for Inglourious Bastards was like Ben Carte Wojny or something.
Okay.
Glorious Wars or something.
So we're doing Inglourious Bastards. Wow, I didn't realise that was the unappreciated Tarantino movie. I thought it really introduced Christoph Waltz to the world, but I guess not. Oscars are silly.
Yeah. I mean, if
wow, we're doing the
when
2008 classic. Wow,
when you say
boy.
Inglourious Bastards by Quentin Tarantino, if you mean Father Figures from 2017, then yes.
With Owen Wilson?
Yes.
Yeah, boy! We're doing Father Figures from 2017. It just came out last year.
Yeah, and it was probably filmed like 2 years ago or something.
It came out and was released at the same time as Star Wars, The Last Jedi. And I think we know which is the better film.
Well, which one are we doing on the podcast? Ben Carte.
Yeah, exactly. I would love it if it was Star Wars, The Father Figures. That would be the ultimate crossover, because Star Wars is nothing but daddy issues. But we need a daddy to join us on this podcast. Who's your daddy in this episode, Bartek? Are we joined?
You want to get in the other alternate title?
No, you do it.
The bastards joining us in this episode is our dear friend Rhys Mackenzie.
Oh, is that a Polish way of saying it? Or did
No,
you
it
just
is
have
not.
something in your throat?
No, I just was dumb. It's Rhys Mackenzie.
Can I just say, it's been so hard to keep silent.
Nah, you can't say that.
We
and
get
I'm
that
very
sometimes.
offended. How dare you
You
repeat
did
that
pretty
again.
well. A lot of people laugh.
A lot of people laugh, but you're no laugher. You're a cryer.
I am a crier because
We're joined by John Cryer, everyone, from 2.5 Men.
I have no impression of
No,
John Cryer, so
start crying. No, John, relax. It's okay.
John, it's okay. Your hair went away years ago.
I watched a few episodes. It was alright.
Yeah, it was
You
not
were
bad.
in Hot Shots and you were great.
Is Ashton Kutcher any good?
Listen,
I mean, we know that. He was in Guess Who. So, guys,
Yes.
here's the thing. You have to have your copy of the movie Father Figures that came out last year because we're going to be watching the movie. I'm going to do a countdown from 3. I'm going to go down and say play. And you're going to press play at the same time, and hopefully we'll be lined up as we talk about the movie.
Now, question, just to brace everyone. When you say 2, are you going to say a 2?
Maybe.
Okay.
If
This
you're
is
lucky.
tense.
Just be warned, everyone. He might say a 2.
And a 1.
Oh, I've never heard you say
A
and
play.
a 1.
No. Okay, I'm just joking. Get ready, because I'm going to start this in 3, 2, 1, play. So we are 2 seconds in, 3 seconds in, 4 seconds,
Actually,
5
I'm
seconds,
about
6
actually,
seconds,
25
7.
years into my life.
It's like a sport. This like at the moment. It's like
That's
come
the
on.
whole podcast, actually. It's
It
just
is
us
the whole
counting down
podcast.
seconds to minutes to
It's
hours.
changed so much.
So,
Ah,
apparently this film is the director's directorial debut.
I can't tell.
His name is Lawrence Sher.
He's a cinematographer.
Sure did a
isn't-
good job.
Yeah.
He's a cinematographer, isn't he?
I don't know.
Because he did The Hangover.
Ah, that makes so much sense because Ed Helms is in this.
Yes.
That is so great. I really needed to know that, Reese, and I'm glad that you know that. But I'm going to ask the obvious question right now that's looming all over this episode before we even have to begin it. Who's our daddy?
Piotr Kasprzak.
John Mackenzie.
He's in charge of Oxygen IT in Warsaw, Poland.
Oh, okay.
Who's your daddy?
Oh, whoever he wants to be.
Yeah, but who is he actually?
I don't know. This movie made me question.
Is his name like Steven?
Yeah, Steven.
Yeah.
Steven Slawinski. You got it. You nailed it. And yours is just John.
Yeah, mine's just John.
Just John?
Just John.
Just John.
Just John.
Is
Just
he,
John?
is
It
he
is
a
just-
CEO?
This is just the whole
He's-
episode. Just John.
He's
Just John.
not. He's not the CEO of Telstra. If he is, he.
Does he work for Telstra?
Yes.
Okay. So my
Fun
dad's a
fact,
CEO.
you know who to blame.
I
For
think.
Yeah.
Telstra
so-
problems,
and
it's
we-
his dad.
All the death threats and also like, oh yes,
What a good father figures, aka Who's Your Daddy, aka Bastards.
AKA yeah.
This script, what was it? This script got sold within 36 hours, bought within 36 hours or something of it being given.
You raise a good point. I forgot to read the trivia.
Oh, you really did?
Yeah.
It seriously
Was
got
it
sold
any-
within
was there a lot of good
36
stuff?
hours.
Yeah, something like that. It was very, very quickly got bought.
Okay, that's good.
And it's very good. I thought this was a rip-roaring comedic masterpiece of cinema. What is our history with this movie, Father Figures? I mean, it's only a recent movie, so I'm not expecting a whole lifelong
Childhood classic.
story. Yeah.
It's someone's childhood.
Well, the history is usually I'm always on Wikipedia and the films that it laid list that are coming out this year, major releases, and this came at the start of the year in January last year.
Oh, for Australia, because we
Yeah.
always get things later.
So obviously, when a studio releases something in January, it's sort of a bit worrying.
Oh, come on. Get
I
Out
know.
was released in January.
I know, but I don't understand why studios did this to this film because
I mean, it's got Glenn Close in it.
Yeah, they have a great cast.
I noticed a lot of the YouTube comments were mentioning that they saw the original trailer when it was still called Bastards 7 months to a year before the film's official trailer was released. So
Wow. I didn't notice. I didn't see any of those.
well, yeah, I read all
Taken
that in
down.
the YouTube comments. I don't know if the trivia mentioned any. I guess not.
No, I'm sorry. This woman really scared me. She had a big forehead.
Yeah, and what she was proposing that,
He has
Ed-
gay sex with her gay son.
and she knows her
Has
son
a
has
good
little,
ass.
little tiny butt.
Yeah,
is what she said.
Yep, that's always good. A mother needs to know that.
Yeah,
when she's
and-
buying you underwear, she needs to know how big that booty is.
I'd let her stay away from the alcohol and the cake and just all the food.
Sorry. At first, I didn't realize you said alcohol. I thought you said stay away from my hole. And I'm
What?
yeah, because we're talking about
Oh, okay,
butts.
fine. That's
Because he has cake in his
that's
hole.
reasonable.
I like how
That is that reasonable?
I like how he backpedaled.
I would
what?
say-
That's completely reasonable.
It
No,
is
stop saying reasonable. It's reasonable.
I see what you did there. That
I mean, it was very
so-
obvious, but yeah.
This is-
okay, but it was much better than Diaries, back into history, going back into...
That's about
Yeah.
2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, about 2 years
Can
ago.
we please applaud the fact that we got Owen Wilson back as a lead star in a movie?
Finally, welcome back.
It's been, what, since Starsky and Hutch? As a
pretty
lead? We had him
Oh, as a
in-
lead, yes.
And Around the World in 80 Days as one of the Wright brothers.
Along with his younger
Real
brother.
brother, yeah.
His younger
Luke
brother.
Wilson.
Not the older brother.
No. I think that he does have an older brother that's also an actor.
The
but-
oldest
I think he's
of
in
the
this
three
film.
Wilsons.
No, are they? Shit.
I think he's...
I have a
other-
cast
like
list in
the
front of
other
me.
Wilson brothers in this one.
I love the Wilson brothers.
I think. I'm not too sure. We could look it up.
Hey, I'm
Yes.
just gonna... Before I delve into my history with this, what happened to Owen Wilson's nose since I last saw it? It looks a lot more penis-y than I remember it.
What do you mean by penisy?
He's got this big, like, line down the middle of his nose. See, like...
Oh, I see it. It's, the nose has a head. It has like a nice little like head of a penis down the bottom.
Dickhead, yeah.
Oh, dickhead. Yeah, sorry.
He has
sorry.
a nice little head.
The
Yeah.
nose has a head at the bottom.
I like how it's a nice one, though. Like, where he's like, that's nice.
I
that's
did,
really
I did,
nice.
I did say
I
that
didn't
too.
really notice it. So,
But
you
that's
know.
his.
I guess
think
he's
that's
Asian,
just-
man.
He's Asian, yeah.
No, he's aging,
I
not
said-
he's Asian.
I-
Are you just going to make a bunch of Race to Witch Mountain references this episode?
He made the first one.
Well, the first one was made in good.
I should specify Race to
In
Witch Mountain.
reasonable faith.
in Reese.
I should specify our unappreciated masterpiece episode, not the film itself.
Okay, yeah.
I did love. Sorry, Reese. I was just gonna say I do love in this movie. Every time someone wears glasses, you see this weird green reflection coming off of them a lot of the time.
Really?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
noticed it a lot.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Every time someone has glasses, green reflection. I guess it's because there's grass
Well, I think more the trees. But,
and
yeah.
grass.
Or it could be a reflector from the film crew.
No,
No.
no,
No, why not?
No.
Why not?
Could
No.
just
Why
be
not?
no.
Why not?
Just John.
It could just.
Oh my god!
It could just be a reflection of that one. I think it's an African country whose flag's just the color green and nothing else.
Yeah.
Libya.
Libya.
I think
Libya.
I think it's Libya.
that great.
Can we just address this part of the film where it just looks like a wedding video?
Well,
like,
it's because it's a wedding.
Yeah,
I
but-
don't...
Before you said video, I got the whole.
Oh, can we please talk about the fact that Harry Shearer is in this
that was a
movie?
surprise to me. I liked that surprise about this
We've
film.
had Harry on the show before.
We have?
An Oscar.
Oh, an Oscar. That's right.
Yeah.
What were the
The Stallone film Oscar.
Finucci's? Finucci's.
Reese was not our guest for that episode, but I told him to watch
So
it.
there's a
loved
lot of
it.
return for those. Let's get back to the real world. This is an unappreciated masterpiece that is one of the classics because it's a new movie that features alumni of unappreciated masterpiece
Yes.
actors. We've got Glenn Close, we've got Owen Wilson, we've got Harry Shearer, we've got Christopher Walken, we've got I don't
Ed Helms.
yeah we've had Ed Helms we've had Ed Helms.
Have we had Ving Rhames?
No, unfortunately, no Ving Rhames. We haven't had J.K. Simmons yet either. We haven't had Terry Bradshaw yet.
This is the cast.
We have had
Yeah,
Cat
we-
Williams.
We have we?
I don't think so.
Oh, so
No.
this is the first for Cat Williams.
This is the first Cat Williams. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But it's an impressive list of people to have in your movie for us, at least. You know, yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's a long list, and this movie for me. I heard about this movie last year when it came out, and I saw the posters. And have you seen the poster?
No.
I might have.
Oh my god!
How bad are they?
Oh god!
Well, Reese,
the
why are you assuming it's
poster,
bad?
the poster is
Well, just-
terrible though, and I
See?
think that's the
See?
reason why this movie failed. Because the poster, if you find the poster, it's just all the celebrity actors' severed heads kind of mashed near each other. Like they just look like disembodied heads just pressed up against each other.
I'm
in a
looking at it
black-
right now, and
in
it
a-
does look pretty
in
terrible.
a black void. I mean, if you look at it, look how large J.K. Simmons' head is in comparison to everyone else's.
From a distance, it doesn't even look like J.K. Simmons. It just
And-
looks like someone drew his face very badly.
Oh, she's back in the episode too. We haven't had Mariska Hargitay since The Love Guru.
Oh, right.
Welcome back. I don't know. I don't think this is obviously a real episode of
I think it was
SVU
just a
where
mock.
she gets
she's
on
not-
her knees and licks his shoe. Gets him to lick her shoes.
No, she's not listed on Wikipedia page for this film, so
I guess it's
don't
not
know.
her. I guess it's
a
someone who
cameo.
looks incredibly like her. It's Mike Myers in a dress. But you know, it's this movie. I heard about it and I saw the posters on buses and I went, "What the hell's that?" Is because Owen Wilson has had a few and Ed Helms have had a few movies over the last couple of years that aren't. well received. There was that one where it's like, hey, you want to see Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn at Google? You remember that? Do
The
you remember
Internship.
that? The Internship, yeah. And then there's the other one was like, hey, you want to see Ed Helms ruin the National Lampoon Vacation series? No? Well, tough fucking shit. It's got Chris Hemsworth in it. Don't you think I forgot that, Chris, by the way? I remember.
And the original cast.
And some of the original cast, yeah. And
So that-
Chevy's got nothing else to do. He's
got a bad back, so he's got...
But I had heard about this movie a little bit. I heard some bad vibes about it. It was one of these movies that they had in the can for a little while, and they kind of just kind of released it when it knew it would be crushed by big movies around the Oscar times and Christmas period, where all the big movies are released, like Star Wars and all of those kind of things. So they kind of released it knowing that it would instantly die. Which is a cruel trick.
Yeah.
Absolutely cruel.
A January release.
Bartek?
Yes.
History with this movie?
None.
Yeah, had you ever heard of it before I said we're doing it for the show?
Probably not.
Probably?
Probably not.
That means no, I didn't.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
I'm not discounting that I may have, but I would not know.
Very decisive.
Because you mentioned it was on buses. I take buses, but I don't recall seeing
I'm a
it.
bus.
Where do you take the buses to, Bartek?
He takes them to the bus
To
store.
the studio where we do unappreciated masterpieces.
At the bus stop.
At the bus.
We're just at a bus stop.
Hold
little
on, wait,
did you
there's a
know.
car coming. Alright, let's go back.
Okay, now, when's the car coming, though? That was just you making some stupid noises.
No, didn't you hear the Doppler effect?
We can get Bartek to try
right.
it again. Do the car noise again.
Well, I didn't do the car noise. It was an actual... Oh, here comes another one.
Okay, well, where's a real...
That sounded like a seal in labour.
That sounded like some cat having a hairball.
No, that was a car. It was a cat-themed car, I'll admit.
So, this movie, for those who are not in the know, the idea of it is actually very interesting. I thought it was a clever little premise.
I love the premise.
Which is these two brothers, twins, not identical, but twins, are the sons of Glenn Close, who was a single mother. And they find out that the father figure that they thought they had was not actually their dad. Like, they never had him in their life. He had apparently died of colon cancer. And before, they really got to know anything in the world. And they find out that the mum used to be a real whore. And they don't know who their dad is.
Yeah, that was pretty strange about the movie. It's like the
What?
amount of relationships she had, like, at that one period.
Okay, Reese, it was the 70s, and Harry Shearer even said priorities was smoking weed and fucking. That's what Harry said, and
Such
he's from The
profanities, Harry.
Simpsons. You know what? It's Harry, man. He's a man.
He's from Spinal Tap, so
He was in Spinal Tap. He was.
so he's not lying.
But the premise is they want to find their dad, so they investigate what leads they do have, and that gives them more leads, and they keep going on this
they always
this journey.
Yeah, they always have one lead, so they've always got, like, one destination that leads to another place.
It's very similar to The Guilt Trip, the
Yeah.
movie we did last year about Seth Rogen trying to find out who his dad was.
Yeah, that was like a sub...
That was
goal,
it
wasn't
was
like
for him the main goal, but in the actual movie a sub goal. While this movie
It was to get
is
his,
kind
it was to
of
get
the-
his mum to
Yeah.
the man she loved, right?
Yeah, the man she
Yeah.
loved, that's it. It's like, in this movie, it is the main goal, but really, they discover along the way the main goal is to be better brothers. And
Well, that was the mum's, like, reason why she gave them a lead. It was, like, so
Exactly.
they spend time with each other, because they haven't seen each other in 4 years.
yeah.
Owen thought too.
Yeah.
Owen doesn't even know his son's name, because...
Nephew.
No, but I meant Ed Helms' son's name.
Yeah, so
his
his-
brother's
yeah, so
son's
it's his
name.
nephew.
Yeah, but I just said it in one way, and then it's like, and nephew. It's like, it just says the same point.
It's all right, Ryan. It's okay.
Diaries.
Fetal position in the corner.
Okay, but seriously though, Reese.
Yes. Yes.
Glenn Close is in this movie.
Yes,
Are
she
you a
look-
big Glenn Close fan?
Me? I do remember the bunny boiler.
What?
The bunny boiler. Fatal Attraction?
Oh, yes.
I loved Fatal Attraction.
Loved, but you don't love now. Because you
we
love father figures.
Yes.
Did you know that
Yes.
you once you love father figures, you can't love any other Glenn Close movie?
Oh, not even
Did
one.
you know that?
What about 101 Dalmatians?
Well, that's 101 movies. Come on.
Well,
What?
fun fact, there was a 102nd one, too.
Yeah, there's the second one with Eric Idle as the
We
talking
did both of them
parrot.
this year.
102 Dalmatians.
Get
right.
And this is episode like 123 to 124. Guess what number those episodes were, Reese?
Back to back.
They were back to back, but what numbers were they?
What numbers? Okay.
Fuck's sake.
To be fair, I didn't notice
What?
this
101 and 102. There were 101st episode and
sorry.
102nd
I
episode.
thought it was going to be more like a number away from them. So it was
No,
just like,
it was very...
fair
So
enough.
that was a
You
very
thought it was too obvious.
I thought, yeah. Sorry.
So
Fair
Harry,
enough.
so this movie is about two brothers bonding over a magical journey to find out who their real dad is, and they discover a bit more about their mum along the way too. Not in
Just
just
a bit?
not in just a negative sense though,
But
but
a
in a very worldwide sense of, you know what, I understand why they understand why she did what she did by the end of the movie, but then they get some more information, which
A little bit too much information.
we'll get into. This movie had twists as well. Movie had twists. We've been doing movies at late that have twists, unexpected
Yeah.
twists.
This movie has a good twist.
I'll come out and say it. This is literally a day after we recorded our Down with Love episode, which featured a very big twist. Whereas this one, not as big a twist, but many little twists.
Many little twists, like Terry Bradshaw's in the movie as Terry Bradshaw. That was a twist.
Yeah, the first one was a quality, and this one's quantity.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna say it.
Both used well.
I thought there was going to be a twist at the end because I was like, oh, they're going to find out who their dad is. That's the whole
Yeah,
movie. And I
that's
thought,
justified.
wouldn't it be a twist if Harry Shearer was their dad?
It was definitely on the cards. That thought didn't
I
cross
would
my
have.
mind.
To be
Because
honest,
he's a celebrity. He is someone who's well known. They just cast him as a small role. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be a twist if it's like Harry Shearer is their dad? Because they're going around all this journey. Even he's like, in the 70s, that was our priority. It's
But
like, wouldn't it be
wouldn't it-
funny if he turned out to be their dad?
it would be funny,
but
but wouldn't it not make sense for them to go on this trip? Glenn Close is like, get out. You can do whatever you want.
Well, remember,
Yeah,
she had an ulterior motive.
She did, but-
yeah.
I mean, but also I thought an interesting thing too is, and I'll get into it later, but I have a theory of who their dad actually is.
You do.
Yeah, someone that was in the film. you
That's
think?
someone who's in the film. I'll
Okay.
get into it later, but I have a theory. It's just a theory. It's not a guaranteed. I don't have all the evidence, but I have some theory to it, okay? I'm the Big
okay.
Bang Theory, motherfuckers.
So, on that,
So like, you.
no, go ahead,
No,
Reese.
no.
Okay, so,
Right, shut the fuck up and let Reese speak. Go, Reese.
What? Oh, okay.
fuck's sake, you give him a chance.
I even
You
said the
give
F
him
word.
Oh, okay.
You give him one chance and he doesn't even follow through.
This is why I'm not in politics because I'm very sorry, Bartek, but I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'll say it for
All right, well,
Reese.
the
Reese
thing-
is like, I love Owen.
The thing I was gonna say is, in our Down with Love episode, we like hid the twist the whole way through. Are we gonna do that again this episode?
Just for a little bit. I just think I think we should focus on what's happening here and now, and what other things that we usually talk about, which was, since none of us had seen the movie before,
Yes.
and none of us really knew much about the movie, I had an understanding that it was a movie about them looking for their dads.
Yeah.
What were we expecting?
Oh, going in, you had that.
Yeah,
understanding.
yeah.
Yep.
What were we expecting this movie to be, and what did we get from the movie in the end?
Do you want to go first, Reese, or should
I was looking. I'm still thinking about it, so you can go first.
Okay. So unlike Down with Love, I didn't have any synopsis going in. I only knew like some of the lead actors and actresses in it.
Yeah.
I remember when the film started and it showed a lot of, shots of Ed Helms in various situations. It kind of reminded me of when I saw Killing of a Sacred Deer. Like, he looked a little bit... He had a little bit of, like, Colin Farrell's, like, not mannerisms, but looks like he had the glasses, a bit of a beard. He was a bit awkward, and people
Poor
were
Corin.
awkward around him. So I was thinking, like, oh, is this going to be a story of, like, a father, like, chilling out a bit, or, like...
And you're right.
you know what? Now that you mention it, that was correct, but I didn't know what the full plot was. If I knew that the alternate title was, like, Who's Your Daddy, then maybe...
Or
I could've-
Bastards.
Or not Bastards, but Who's Your Daddy at the very least, then I might have
Thought it was a
Thought
sex
that-
comedy?
thought that maybe there was some sort of answer that they were looking for. But as the film started and it got into the whole thing of, like, oh, he's into this Law and Order show and he sees someone that looks like his father, I was like, oh, is this what it's going to be about, him trying to find his father?
Yeah.
So very quickly, I knew what the premise was going to be, and it was something that very much intrigued me. I wanted to know who their father was. I thought that, since they found the first lead very quickly, that maybe it wasn't going to be Terry Bradshaw, and then I realized, oh, okay, they're just going to keep going around and around, and they're going to find out who their actual father is. Like, I was with you on that, Ryan. Like, I did think there was an answer.
Yes. Reese,
Yes.
what about you? You watched this movie twice,
Yes, I
apparently.
did watch this movie twice. So we'll talk about the first time I watched it. With the one where I accidentally fell asleep on my laptop. Which,
You bastard.
yeah. But don't worry.
When did you fall asleep?
I fell asleep before Cat Williams appeared, basically.
Okay.
Wow, that's a while in, too.
And I woke up with my head on the space bar, basically, and my computer was having a malfunction. But anyway, going into this film, like, if you look at the posters and the cast members, I went in thinking, yeah, none of them are going to be their father. But then, because going into
Because they wouldn't want to show who the father is on
yeah,
the poster, right?
exactly. But watching it, sort of seeing the placement of the actors, like, no, and then certain actors at the end of the film, I'm like, oh, maybe they'll cop out and say, he's the dad, basically.
You can say his name. Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken, yeah. But,
Hey, yo!
but towards the end, when they revealed the twist, I was like, oh, fuck, they tricked me.
They trick. This
They
is a
fucked-
movie that tricks you.
And the second time you watched it, did you know what to expect?
Oh, yes, of course. The second time is just for details, basically, because I usually forget. I'll usually forget the minute details.
That's what's expected of you. You
Yeah,
should know
that
the
is what is
second
expected
time.
of me, because I do have a shit memory.
He's a shit memory boy. He's a shit memory boy. So
The first thing you said was shit memorable.
he's a shit memory boy.
Memorable.
It's a mix between memory boy and memorable.
Yeah.
All right, so we've made a new word. Memorable.
No, it's a real word. You just don't know it.
Memora.
You just don't remember it.
Memora.
So I knew it was going to be them searching for their dads, but I don't know. There was this moment in the film that we're going to be getting to where they hang out with Terry Bradshaw, who is himself in the movie. Like, he's playing himself. Like,
Yeah, he's a
he's a football player.
Yeah.
And
American football player.
yeah, hold on to that. American football player. Hold on to that for later.
Okay.
I thought
He's not.
hold on, you hold on to it.
I
We'll get
can't-
back to American football later. But Terry Bradshaw is he's amazing in this. Like, I thought, oh no, they got a football player to play himself, and he's old, and I don't
And
know
there
if
was-
he's
and the-
acted in much else. But
And
he
Glenn
was
Close
great.
And Glenn Close misled us to something.
Oh, I also thought that they were just gonna get blown off by Terry Bradshaw because it's like she just named a random celebrity she knew that her son worshipped. Like, it's like, if my mum said your dad's I don't know, Paul Giamatti, and I'm like, oh god, and then I go over there and Paul's like, but I don't know your mom.
It was at least someone that she knew.
But that's
yeah.
it. It's someone she knew. But at first, I didn't believe it, and
I'm
then
in the
Miss
same
Sarah-
boat.
I
then-
believed it, but
I didn't believe her. I thought
didn't
she was
believe
sending
her.
them on a wild goose chase, and then when they actually go to Terry, and he's like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "Oh, this is real."
The look on her face, though, it's like a deer with headlights coming towards us, like, Terry Bradshaw.
But then yeah, and
Like,
also she made
predictable reaction,
these
yeah.
she made these pathetic half lies, whatever. It's like he was violent, and then you're like on the field. It's like that was his job.
yeah, it was like building up to something like, oh, there's going to be a twist with Terry
But
Bradshaw.
I immediately have to say this: I didn't want to leave Terry Bradshaw. I was so happy with Terry in this movie. He was just so wholesome and sweet, and he really accepted them as his sons, and he was willing to change his life, even though he's like, I don't know how old he is, in his 70s or something.
To be fair, he was a little bit of a dick to Owen Wilson. But,
Yeah, but Owen's...
Oh, yeah.
But look
but
at him.
he drops it. He drops it.
He does drop it when Ving Rhames drops him. So,
Oh, yeah.
but I know I liked Terry Bradshaw, and if that was, I was like, oh, maybe this will be the movie. Like, I knew deep down it wasn't going to be. I knew they were going to leave him and go on to Christopher Walken and J.K. Simmons and all that, and I was a little disappointed in my heart that they left Terry Bradshaw behind. Because if the whole movie was about them with Terry Bradshaw and his wife having to accept having new sons and all this kind of stuff, and
Yeah, because they did build that up with like the wife having a reaction, like, "Oh, this is going to be a thing throughout the film, maybe."
yeah, but I liked that.
Like, it was played very straight. And
Also,
for some minor role.
can we respect that this movie, you know,
Yes.
on the poster it has Ving Rhames on it,
Yeah.
and at no point does the movie ever actually allude to the idea that he's their parent. like their dad. Like the movie doesn't play you like, oh, maybe
It
their
doesn't
dad could be Ving Rhames.
It doesn't consider the possibility
that their dad could
Nah,
be black.
But the poster considered
Well,
it.
no, Ryan, he can't be.
no, yeah,
Because he received a blowjob.
yeah, exactly. No,
But
cuddles, just cuddles,
He denied it.
just
Like,
cuddles,
just straight away.
just cuddles. That's all he said. Just cuddles,
right.
man.
So you, Ryan, you felt like, you were that meme of the child crying, waving goodbye to Terry Bradshaw as he was leaving
Yeah,
the
I
park.
feel like a meme. You know me.
No, you were the...
I'm the big meme lord.
No,
from
you were the
Meme
child. You were the
Town.
child. You were the child
Which
in the
meme?
meme, which is...
I'm the child of memes.
Hold on. Which meme is this?
So it's like a child waving and he's like trying to hold back tears, and I'm just saying that's Ryan
Okay.
in case of watching
If
Father
I
Figure.
was a meme, okay, just talk briefly about memes. My favorite meme is a written one, which is the I came out to have some fun, and honestly, I'm feeling so attacked right now, and how that's used all the time for different variants. But my favorite too is Caesar. I came out to have some fun, and honestly, I'm feeling so stabbed in the back right now. And then the other one is Hannibal Lecter. I came out to attack some people, and honestly, I'm having so much fun right now. I love those variants and how people use them. I like written memes, like quotes and stuff, more than visual
and
pictures.
clearly Caesar-related memes, yeah.
Oh, I love Caesar. and Hannibal memes. But look, I really didn't want to leave Terry World. I wanted the whole movie to be about Terry World.
You didn't... Why are you saying Terry? Why not Terry Tory?
Territory. But I knew that there was going to be bigger actors to come, J.K. Simmons, Christopher Walken, but I really did miss Terry throughout the movie. I wish he was there at the end.
He really nailed it for, again, a supporting role.
And playing himself.
And playing himself.
Yeah.
You know, I did feel weird that Ving Rhames is playing a fictional football character.
Yeah, that was weird.
Why didn't they get a real football guy?
Well, Ving
Maybe
Rhames.
Ving Rhames was just in location at the
Maybe
time.
Ving Rhames is a real football
It's because
player.
maybe he lives next door to Terry Bradshaw. I don't know.
And he plays a fictional football character.
And Terry Bradshaw has some sort of disease that doesn't address him as Ving Rhames.
Or maybe he...
It's like, that's right, Hamilton.
Yeah, he has that concussion that
Yeah.
football players have when they get hit on the ground a lot. You know, when they spear tackle them and stuff.
That's it.
You know, Will Smith made a whole movie about it called Concussion.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
His
Tell
name
the
is
truth. Tell the truth.
Rod Hamilton.
Rod Hamilton is his character.
Ron Hamilton.
Ving Rhames.
Is he related to Rex?
Rex Hamilton.
I don't know.
Who's
Yeah.
Rex Hamilton?
Isn't that the guy from, isn't that the actor from
Oh, My Fair Lady.
My Fair Lady?
Oh, crap, I forgot.
The one
Rex
that
Hamilton.
Stewie Griffin's voice is based on.
Is that
Damn,
Is that the lead guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
the one who makes her lady.
Why can't the English learn to speak? That guy?
I guess, yeah. It's
Okay.
been a very long time
Yeah.
since I've watched that movie.
only
It's
seen
not
it
my
once.
type of movie.
He's a dick in that film, actually.
Well, but of course he is. But at the end, you realize he's got a heart of gold.
And he loves Eliza.
But you know who loves someone? Terry Bradshaw loves everyone that
Yeah.
he meets.
He really does.
But he's
I was still holding on to the fact that Glenn Close was alluding to, like, oh, something's gonna happen, but no.
I really want the twist at the end to be her saying, actually, it was Terry Bradshaw. I wasn't lying. Go back to him. And the end of the movie is just like them back at him, and Cat Williams turns up and goes, sometimes the universe gives you a Terry Bradshaw as your dad. And then the end credits. I like how those, what is it? Food is lit up. It has its own little spotlight. I don't know what food it was. It's so bright. I think they're nachos or twisties. I don't know. Some orange food. I do love this. The wife does, do you think he wants your money? And Terry's like, money? Why would anyone want that from me? I'm Terry Bradshaw.
My name's on a car dealership.
I am Terry Bradshaw, the legend and rich man. He's like, no, I'm good for money. And it's like, see, he doesn't need it.
He's a physician. Terry Bradshaw is so proud of his son, like his newly appointed son.
I do love the idea of this movie where, you know, I feel for Ed Helms. You know, I think Ed Helms, you feel for him because he's dedicated his whole life and his idea of what he should be to someone who never existed.
Yeah.
And then he finds it out. It's like, well, how do I operate now? Like,
It's like I mentioned in Down with Love, there was that whole thing in some films where you're not meant to be on someone's side despite the fact that they're clearly in the right. And when he was given the bombshell of like, look, I lied, but get over it, we're celebrating something here, I'm like, oh, he is kind of justifiable.
oh no, he's completely justified.
Yeah.
Everyone else was a dick about it, especially Owen, because I like, look, I can understand Owen's perspective of, hey, I've grown up my whole life and it doesn't affect me because I'm my own person and whatever. But it's like, that doesn't necessarily mean Ed Helms has to have that perspective, man. And, and Ed Helms was willing to do this by himself, if need be. Could you imagine a whole movie of Ed Helms by himself, just with Terry Bradshaw? I would love that.
Just going
That's
on
basically this
merry-go-rounds
part of
and
the
like
film.
go to like a theme park and be like have like a very happy song throughout the whole movie.
If this movie was Australian,
Yes.
who would the Terry Bradshaw equivalent be? It has to be some footballer. Would it be like Sam Kekovich or something? And he's just like, eat lamb! And then they're like, oh, Dad,
Well, I
calm
think
down.
Reese is the closest we have to someone that comes from a football family, because I'm not.
I'd say yeah, Sam Kekovich would be a great choice for the Terry Bradshaw. So Ryan
Could be a
But he's a
cricketer,
mean
right?
guy.
Sam Kekovich.
Yeah, he's got that. No, like that's his persona, right? He's got like that. I'm better than you. I'm
He's just like
He's a funny guy,
He's
but
a
what I
funny
mean
guy.
is like his comedy persona isn't I'm Mr. Friendly-Go-Lucky Nice Man. It's Mr. Eat Lamb or you will die.
I wasn't like eat lamb or die. It's just like eat lamb or be not eating lamb.
One of them is Eat Lamb or you shall be extradited to North Korea where you will be shot. That's one of his ads. So happy-go-lucky, but maybe Terry Bradshaw's like that. Who knows? Maybe this is the only Terry Bradshaw I've ever been given in my life, and I want more. If you gave him a whole movie about him just trying to get his dealership up and running, and his son is helping him, and he has a towel on his head for a good portion of the movie, I would watch it, baby. I would watch it, and Ving Rhames is his friend. He's playing his character from Mission Impossible.
Oh,
That
so
would
he's
be great.
Luther. He's just Luther.
from Mission Impossible.
Luther's on vacation helping Owen Wilson and Ed
he's
Helms
not on
out.
vacation. He's working to get Terry Bradshaw his business up and running by getting the social media aspect online because he's the computer guy, isn't he?
No, Simon Pegg's a computer guy.
What I thought. What the fuck's Ving Rhames?
Ving Rhames is like, I'm here. I'm Ving Rhames. I'm here.
Just like in this film.
Yeah, I'm here. Ving Rhames
And
is
yet
just
people
here.
claim that those Mission Impossible movies are the best. What's Ving Rhames' role? I'm here.
Yeah, he's just there. And it's cool to have Ving Rhames just appear in films.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't mean the
Like in this film.
Like he just appears.
but you
Take that, Ryan.
Well, that wasn't a direct attack against the
I know, but Ryan's
I-
all confused.
I know, I'm not confused. I'm exacerbated because I know what I'm saying and Reese is just willingly ignoring it.
Oh, wait.
I'm not saying, what is Ving Rhames? Ving Rhames.
That's a verb, Ryan.
Ving Rhames.
What is Ving? I'm not saying what Ving Rhames, the actor, is doing in the Mission Impossible movies, but what is his character Luther supposed to be in the team?
Well, he's just there. That's what.
Don't just say he's just there.
All right.
He has to be doing something. I
Okay.
thought he
What
was
are some of his...
Technical assistant.
So computers, right?
But he's not the main computer guy. That's Simon Pegg. He's
Yeah, but
like,
he does computers, right?
Yeah, he does computers.
So
He's
he can
also...
help Terry Bradshaw with his business using social media.
Yes.
There you go. That's what I was trying to get at. And you're like,
No, he's
actually,
just there.
no, he's no. He doesn't use computers, Ryan. Then what does he do? He's just there.
Look like a bitch.
Isn't
That's
he
a
the
reference.
guy? Ah, that's a reference. Yep, that's a reference. I got it.
Pump Faction.
Oh, my favorite porno. So,
Yes.
the Pulp Fiction one is called Pump Faction.
Pump Faction, starring Ring Rhames.
Yeah.
Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames.
Ving Reaming.
That's what Ryan
Oh,
said
that
earlier, so, yeah.
sounds disgusting.
Yum, yum.
I mean, you don't have to be
Excuse
him.
me, Terry Bradshaw's pointing at him. Can I
In a
just
very-
appreciate that,
Yes.
please? I wish that point was me. So,
Now, did you know he's an American footballer?
did you know that he's Terry Bradshaw, the most amazing person on earth? I didn't until watching this movie.
But what if
He's
he's
amazing.
actually acting as a character, not as Terry Bradshaw? What if he's acting really nice?
Oh, but
and he's
I've
a-
got an answer for that, Reese.
Yes.
He's just here.
He's just there, right?
He's just here. He's
Well,
just
no,
here,
that-
there, and
hang on.
everywhere. He's just here, man.
I'm just. What if he's acting?
Oh, I know what
if,
you're saying, but I'm actively ignoring it to say he's just here.
So why did you?
But what if he has a demeanor in real life? What if he is like?
I'm
mean?
thinking that he's really like this.
I'm hoping, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But why did you want us to hang on to the fact that he's an American footballer? Or
Uh,
does it come later?
we can do it now.
We can do it now.
Okay, 'cause I'm
While
really
Terry
curious.
Bradshaw still has screen time.
I have a quiz.
Oh, he has a quiz.
I have a quiz that I found online.
Do we win prizes if we win the quiz?
No, but it's called the which father figure's father are you?
Okay. this
Take
kind of
this
quiz.
paternity test to find out which father from the great new comedy Father Figures you're most like. Let's start, guys.
So there are 4, right? Or...
Well, I don't know. We have to find out.
Okay.
So, guys, this quiz is written on an Irish site, and
Okay,
there might be
we're
a
going to
few.
be the dead one. Then.
So hold on, and so there might be a few Irish references for no reason.
So I'll make sense of it.
Excuse
basically.
me. What's your favorite part of Christmas?
But who's
Is
going to
it-
be answering? Or are we going to have like a majority?
Yeah, majority rules.
Okay.
So, guys, what's our favorite part of Christmas? Is it watching the football and racing on Stephen's Day? Is it the
What?
Yeah, on Stephen's Day. Is it the animals you might meet? At
I like that one.
at a live nativity. Is it the animals you might meet
Oh,
at a
okay.
live
Yeah,
nativity?
That makes more sense.
The
now.
joy on the children's faces when they open their gifts. Or could it be burgling the neighbors while they're visiting families? Which one of those is your favorite part of Christmas? Is it watching the football and racing on Stephen's Day? The animals you might meet at a live nativity? The joy on children's faces while they open their gifts? Or burgling the neighbors while they're visiting family? Come on, guys.
Animals you might
I like
meet
the
at the
animals
nativals.
one.
Alright, we're going animals. God, oh God. Okay, so, who's your biggest role model? Is it...
Oh god.
Is it Roy Keane? Is it...
Who's Roy Keane?
We're going to know all of these, aren't we?
Is it Dr. Jane Goddard? You know, the one who worked with gorillas?
Oh, Jane.
Goddard, yeah.
Goodall.
Isn't it?
Goodall.
Oh, Goodall. Yeah.
Goddard, sorry.
Okay, I know her.
Is it Donald Trump?
Okay.
I know
Or is
him.
Is it Enda Kenny?
I know the middle two.
Which
So-
one are you going to choose?
Well,
Is it Roy Keane, Dr. Jane, the monkey girl, Donald Trump, the monkey man,
I think it was gorillas, but
Enda Kenny?
she was the gorillas in the mid. No,
No, that
Choose
that
one.
was based on her.
right.
Come on, choose one.
Jane
Jane
Goodall.
Goodall.
All right. Trump's looking really upset that you didn't choose him, though. Okay, so what's your spirit animal? Is it lion, golden retriever, dolphin, or hyena?
All our answers in this question are all animal related.
Yeah.
Sorry, could you read them all again?
Lion,
Yeah.
golden retriever, dolphin, or hyena?
I like lion. What about you, Reese?
Well, I think golden retriever.
Ryan?
I'm going to go golden retriever.
Okay, golden retriever.
Because it's got a really sad little face.
Oh, okay, you got a visual.
Oh, there's
reference.
pictures as well to this. Okay, if you were a car, what kind of car would you be? Would you be a Range Rover, a pickup truck, a Mini, or a Prius?
I wish they said Mustang, so we have another animal answer.
I think because I have a pickup truck, I think I have to say pickup truck.
Okay.
I don't know cars to pick up.
Prius, then. Pickup truck it is. Now, I think yes. Okay, so this is where I have to remind you that this is made by Irish people. And so
God.
they have their equivalencies of this movie at some points. What's your favorite part of the weekend? Walking the dog on the weekend? Champions League Wednesdays? Is it any time when you have the house to yourself or Sunday evening with the family? What's your favorite part of the weekend? Is it walking the dog on the weekend? The Champions League Wednesdays on the weekend? Is it any time you have the house to yourself or Sunday evening with the family?
Anytime I had the house to myself.
Yeah, same.
Wow, I thought it was going to be Sunday evening with the family.
Nah.
Yes, so remember, the American football comes in because I love this. What was your dream job as a kid? Was it thief? Was it captain of the Irish rugby team? Because remember, this is by the Irish, they don't have American football.
Yeah, I heard.
Chief vet at Dublin Zoo or civil servant?
Those are options.
Yeah,
Oh,
thief,
God.
captain of the Irish rugby team, chief vet at the Dublin Zoo,
Well, those are all
or
the-
civil servant.
Well, those are the 4 professions that everyone
In
goes-
Ireland has.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna dream vet. I'll say vet.
What about you, Ryan?
I kind of want to go chief of the Irish rugby team because captain of the Irish rugby team. Sorry.
We've got an animal theme, so I have to go with the vet.
All right, we're gonna be Christopher Walken. You know this.
All right, yeah, he's a vet.
Okay, guys, what's your ideal holiday destination?
There are only 4 options.
Yeah.
So,
Is it Camp Now, which is a football stadium?
Oh, great.
Is it the Amazon rainforest? Is it Alcatraz? Or is it
That's a tourist.
Yeah, it is a
attraction,
tourist
but-
attraction.
or is it Lanich, which is a golf course?
I'll say Alcatraz
Really?
because I know what Alcatraz looks like.
I guess rainforest. There might be
I'm
animals.
gonna go Alcatraz,
Okay, Alcatraz.
so I can get a J.K. Simmons possibility.
Yeah, let's go.
So I
camping
know
in
where this
Alcatraz
is gonna
Island.
fall, but I'm gonna ask, what's your favorite movie? Is it Rocky, Marley and Me, Ocean's 11, or Forrest Gump?
Can you say them all again?
Rocky,
Mm-hmm.
Marley and Me,
Yeah.
Ocean's 11, and Forrest Gump.
I've only seen 2 of those. So
I'll say Forrest Gump.
I'll go with Gumpo.
I knew it was gonna fall there. I was like, Bartek likes Forrest Gump a lot.
I like
So-
the book more, but yeah.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Oh, here we go.
Is
Father
it-
figures.
Match of the day? You know, watching soccer. Is it looking at cat videos online? Is it joyriding? Or is it sweets?
Cat vids.
If it was chocolates, but I'll go with cat vids, I guess.
I just want to point out the joyriding picture they had was from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where they take the car and they're just driving in the air. And my favorite quiz, what emoji best summarizes you? Is it the skull and crossbone emoji, smiley face emoji, cat emoji doing a kissy face, or is it basketball emoji?
Well, obviously, cat doing a kissy face.
I'll go for the cat.
All right, we're so Christopher Walken, aren't we? And you get to be Dr. Walker Tinkler. I didn't know his first name was Walker.
Isn't it Walter?
No, Walker. According to this, you're an animal lover. Your love of family is matched by your love of animals and nature.
Yeah,
and they show you a
Wikipedia
big picture of his face, of his nice little face.
Wikipedia says Walter Tinkler, but
Oh,
I
it's
guess
Walter.
we're Walker, I guess.
You're Walker Tinkler.
So we're up to the second dad.
Oh, we're up to the second dad. We've
Oscar-winning actor J.K.
J.K.
Simmons.
Christopher Walken is too.
Oh, Oscar-winning, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about Terry Bradshaw, but if he isn't after this film, that's a damn shame.
I'm sure he's got an award. I've heard his name before. I don't know where, but yeah.
He's a famous football player.
Yeah,
That's
so I don't know where specifically, but it'll be something
American,
American.
films,
Yeah.
TV. Probably that 70s show.
Maybe, I don't know.
Probably. I
Probably.
mean, it's set in the 70s.
Yeah, who knows?
So, guys,
Yes.
someone explain why his mum is still alive.
It's June Squibb.
She
like,
refuses to die.
No, here we go,
It's
here we go.
Jean Squibb. She just doesn't die.
she doesn't die. She's a strong character. Like, every time she appears in a movie, it's just... Yeah. So, obviously...
Like, Jean's not a person. She's a character.
Yeah.
She's a strong character. Every time she appears in a movie, she gains more strength.
Yes.
Far out.
and that's her in character reason for why she's not dead.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I was trying to figure this out. He must be like J.K. Simmons. His character must be like 60-something years old.
Yes.
Well, we saw pictures of
And
him
they're
from the 70s, so
yeah,
this is like
but
what?
but they're in their 40s.
So they were born in the 70s.
Well, yeah, they were because they were conceived then.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're 40-something, right?
Yeah.
Well,
They were
he'd
born
be
in 1975.
Yes.
And this film's set, now, so 2017. So,
Yes.
however old that is, it's like, how
If
old
we
is
ass-
her grandmother? This
If
woman.
we assume
Okay,
that,
so
like,
she'd be in like
no,
her
shut
90s.
up, I'm talking.
Oh, okay.
If we assume that, because like in the baby boomer decades, parents were sort of younger than normal, so if
Yeah.
we were assuming that she's like, let's say, 20 years older than J.K. Simmons.
So like 90.
How old does J.K. Simmons look in this?
60.
60 something, but
So we
if you have
thinking
to
80?
do... Yeah? But, okay, but you gotta assume this. J.K. Simmons must have been his mid-20s
85.
when he had the kid, yeah. Wow. Okay, I mean, it works out if we do that logic, but I was like, how old is she? Is she supposed to be like 80 to 90 something
Yeah,
years
but
old?
that's believable.
85, yeah.
What's her name again? Jean Squibb?
June Squibb.
June Squibb.
June Squibb.
June Squibb. That's her name. She got named that. June Squibb. And Bart's like, I'm gonna look this fucking up.
Yeah, I don't have internet, but I've got
June
Wikipedia
Squibb.
open.
So, J.K. Simmons, yes, he's in the movie. He plays a criminal dad figure.
Shock twist.
June Squibb as Mrs. Hunt, Roland Hunt's mother.
Roland, always a name of a criminal.
Roland.
Roland, the headless Thompson gunner. Yeah. So, Reese, you're a
Yes.
big J.K. Simmons fan. I've often heard you say he's great.
Yes, yes.
As J. Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man movies.
Yes.
And you love music.
Yes.
You must have seen Whiplash.
I did see Whiplash,
And
yeah.
you must have loved him in Whiplash.
I did love him in Whiplash.
Did you like that he reprised his character in Whiplash in this movie as Roland? Man who plays mental mind games with people and abuses them for his own selfish means?
No.
No, you didn't like it. Oh, okay.
You didn't like it or you disagree?
I disagree.
Oh, you're right. His character
'Cause-
had no facial hair in the other
Please,
movie.
And no
physical mind
tattoo.
games.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
You
Because, like,
don't know
Fletcher's
that.
t-shirt goes up to his, like...
Yeah, but maybe he got tattoos after the movie.
So which
These
bo-
might be freshies.
So which box is the Oscar in?
It's in. You saw it fly out of the box. It was that creature.
The rat?
He named it Oscar
Okay.
after your brother.
Well, I mean, he probably spelled it with a C. My brother's with a K.
You don't know how he spelled it. It's J.K. Simmons. He's got a K in his name.
Well-
We don't even know what the J.K. stands for.
Well, when I asked,
Let's find out
when I asked you, I said Oscar, alluding to the C version, which is a trophy.
Yeah, I know what you did.
Yeah,
And then I turned it to family.
yeah.
Because this movie is about family.
but it's,
And that's why this movie came out the same time Star Wars The Last Jedi did. Because Carrie Fisher bravely said in one of the behind-the-scenes featurette that film's about family. And I guess if you put two movies about family against each other, one of them's going to win. And it was this movie, because everyone hates The Last Jedi, apparently.
Yeah.
Because
That's-
it had a woman in it called Rose, and there was the Force and jokes, and how dare they?
Yeah, it was
Force
kind of,
is an
it
F
was-
word.
It was very weird, but anyway. Father Figures is the clear winner here for everyone.
It has Ed Helms.
It has Ed Helms and it has Owen Wilson too.
It's got Owen Wilson's name.
and it's got June Squibb.
It's gone June Squibb.
She's super strong.
She is super strong.
She's so strong that no one can defeat her. She's
know
like
what?
a Dragon Ball Z villain level strong.
You know what I just
Where it
noticed?
takes
What
them
have you just
2
noticed, Bartek?
seasons.
I've never beaten her in an arm wrestling match.
It's
June,
weird
June
because
Squibb.
Have you, Ryan?
I've barely survived one with her.
Have you, Reese?
With June Squibb?
Yeah.
No.
Well, they're proven right there.
Ah, yes.
It's so weird that June Squibb is so powerful, and yet we are so weak.
Yeah.
It's kind of like June Squibb. Each time we do an episode, she gets stronger.
Maybe it's because
Yes.
maybe it's because she acts and we just do podcasts.
No, man. It's because she's not even a person. She's an element.
Well, she's a month.
Oh, she's on the periodic table, you mean, like...
Oh yeah.
There's a
No.
J and
I
an S.
meant like how Earth, Wind, Fire.
Yeah?
She's a new one. Squibb. She's her own element.
But
The Avatar doesn't even know how to do that one yet.
that
That element is just pure strength.
Squibb.
Yeah, squibbing.
Squibbin.
Yeah, yeah.
It's now it's
Squibb's
squibbin.
a Harry
You know
Potter
how they
thing.
call fire bending? Squib bending.
Squib bending.
Squib ending.
Wait, squib
But it
bending.
can only be done by June Squibb.
Only by June Squibb because
Yeah.
she's the most powerful being on Earth.
Is this
Did
your-
you know?
It's like an OC thing.
Did you know June Squibb can lift, bro?
Like,
Lift my
how much can she
arm.
lift, do you think?
Dude,
Dude.
you know how the Earth rotates?
Yes.
That's just on
Oh, is
the
that
palm
just-
of her hand.
No,
as she
The Earth
moves
rotates
it.
because June Squibb walks. She's moving the Earth.
When
Literally.
she stops, we stop.
Yes.
Hey, you know the moon?
Yeah.
That was just a booger that shot out of her nose.
Wow.
That's how strong June is.
She just had enough of it and she flicked it.
Okay, can we talk about this scene?
No, we've got to talk about June Squibbins.
No, can we talk about how great this scene would have been if the rich guy was Terry Bradshaw and J.K. Simmons was June Squibb?
It would have been better if he was actually John McEnroe.
Hey, why does he have literally like every country flag sewn onto his jacket?
It's the same one Bartek has on. Like that
Bartek
brand
had-
of clothing.
But his doesn't actually have a flag. That's not a flag.
It's
That's a logo for a company, I think.
But his are literal flags of nations. Look at him.
oh, he does too.
I like he does too. Yeah, I wasn't joking. I'm being a serious boy.
Ryan wasn't joking.
He's got France on his arm. This was probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie because I love the little gag that he actually did owe money and he was like, get the checkbook, they've got me, kind of thing. But then the wife gets a gun instead and
That
he
was
was
funny.
like genuinely surprised. Like, you got a gun! What are you doing? Not the fact that JK betrays his own, what he thinks are his own sons, because I expect that from him. He's wearing a beanie, after all.
And all
And
black.
all black with a leather jacket. I mean, if you wear Bartek, you don't need to take your shirt off to
I'm
find
not
out whether or not it's a.
Tommy Hilfiger.
You know what's sad? I didn't need you to do that. I could have guessed. I was like, yeah, it looks like a Tommy Hilfiger.
I was just trying to find out what the logo that Reese thought was a flag was.
Hello, can you
Hi.
sponsor us, Hilfiger? We just gave you some top-notch advertising. Bartek wears your clothes.
I mean, I didn't steal them.
What clothes am I wearing?
You're wearing a Joker.
You're wearing a
I'm wearing a joke. That's right.
And what brand of PJs are the bottoms?
PJs? Well,
Take off your pants and tell us.
All right, motherfuckers. So JK has a change of heart. He realizes he can't betray his own sons, but he can have a little earring in. in his.
Oh, I've just noticed the earring. There it is.
You watched it 2 times.
I didn't notice the earring. Oh.
He has
I
it in his
betrayed you, Ryan.
He has it in his right ear. Now I can't remember the rules of gay people, but which ear is it that
It's
you
the
have
right.
the earring in that makes
the
you
right.
gay? How do you know that?
I've been told.
By whom?
Well, Ryan, how do you know
Well-
that there's a gay ear?
Oh, that's a cultural thing.
Well, then why are you asking Reese? Why
I didn't
knows?
ask Reese specifically. He just
Well,
piped
no,
up with an answer. I just said,
You asked
did,
the
how do
question,
we-
you asked
gave
me
an
how did
answer.
I didn't.
but you
did-
make it sound like I specifically asked Reese. I
Who
just
cares
asked.
who you asked? He answered your question.
Yeah, no.
I didn't actually answer it properly. I didn't actually.
He's backpedaling now. He's like, oh
Why are
shit,
you
he's
backpedaling?
caught
No,
me.
you answered
I'm just telling the
question.
truth. I'm saying I didn't really answer it.
He heard you. He's like, oh shit, he got me in the
He
gay
asked
web.
an open question and you answered it. Why? You're not in the wrong, Reese.
Oh,
But I love the fact that my quarrel with you, Bartek, was like, then why did you want Reese to answer? It's like, I just left it open for everyone. Then you're like, then he did answer. It's like, and then you, Reese, no, I didn't answer it. I'm innocent.
I might have had a.
Ryan's being a dick. You answer the question.
I
Okay.
wasn't trying to be a dick. I was just trying to get
So
like a
the
real
answer-
answer. I was like,
the-
so
he
why
gave
do
you an
you?
answer,
Yeah, but I
though.
was like, oh yeah, but how do you know that? I wanted like a source. I just wanted him to be like, oh, I know this because of this. Because I just like I could just be like, oh, but I think it's the lefty. It's like, why? How come you think that, Ryan? I don't know. I have a feeling. And then there's just someone in the audience listening to this going, guys, it's the right ear, lefty, and they're just like giving us a 1 star on iTunes because we got the wrong ear.
So if
I wanted to know that
In this-
Reese knew his facts because Reese also said a moment ago,
But
his
does
memory that's really shit.
But does anyone actually have a reason for why it's the gay ear?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I
It
think
seems
was
a bit
back-
odd.
I don't know. I think it maybe, it's that thing of back in the day, when gay people weren't allowed to be as open. You have to have little signals and things.
Okay.
Kind of
Yeah.
like when you see shoes hanging up on a electric wires. That means there's probably drugs in that house.
Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah.
drug dealing spot or something.
Yes.
Gay people also used to have their own secret language they used to speak to each other so that they could meet up.
What are
Really?
some of the words around?
What were they?
I don't know. Like, it's just... No, seriously. I can't remember. It has a name. It was like some, like secret made language, but it's just kind of like, oh, okay, but like that's cool. But yeah, I just was like, is he got it in the gay ear, JK? Maybe he's like, shit, how can I be their dad? I'm gay.
I mean,
maybe
he's
that's
still
what he's-
ejaculating a pussy
How do we know that?
because he's still a man.
He's still.
Hear that, gay people? If you didn't ejaculate in a pussy, you're
No,
not
I'm
a man.
No, I'm saying if you have the capability.
Oh, I see.
And if you don't have your lower body, then, well, I don't know what to tell you.
You're paraplegic.
Hear that, paraplegics? Don't know what to tell you. That's what Bartek's answer is.
Wait,
Hear that, Gary Busey in Predator 2? Don't know what to tell you.
Wait, are paraplegics the ones that
Oh, from the waist down.
still have their...
Oh, yeah, they're just a torso, basically. Is that what you're saying?
No. Aren't they the ones that are disabled from...
Yeah,
waist
so
down.
paraplegic has more than...
Is it the same as when you're amputated from waist down?
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
that's a great question.
No, I don't think so, because you can still move your legs or what was there. It's like you can't, you're paralyzed. Hence
Alright.
para.
Para, so in the sky.
Yeah, but para is paraplegic. So, you're paralyzed. So, yeah, I think people who just get their legs amputated are just like amputees.
Stupids.
Oh, don't Bartek.
Don't do this,
We
Tommy.
just lost our... What was my shirt?
We
Tommy-
lost the pirate audience.
Tommy Hillinger. Tommy Hillinger.
Hillinger.
Yeah, Hillinger.
No.
No?
Well,
Hilfiger. you
Hilfiger.
Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, well, I remember there
yeah,
was
okay,
one...
right.
He
Well,
legit thought that it was what he said.
Sorry.
I thought you were being a smartass and going along with the Bartek.
I
but
actually
then,
forgot.
But then I noticed that it just sunk in and I'm like, no, you fucking idiots.
So it's Hilfinger.
figure.
Hilfiger.
Oh, figure.
There's
Okay.
there's no N.
Okay.
Hilfinger me, please.
Oh, yuck.
Have you ever been caught out in the rain like this?
Yes.
Is there a point like this where you just accept it?
Yeah.
Because for me,
Yeah.
I'm constantly like trying to
I just
get
start running.
out of the rain, but they're walking like casual. Like I've accepted it.
Well, they're acting.
I just
but-
start running.
I know they're acting, but like
Are
in
you
real
never, are you
real
never
life,
acting in the rain?
no, I'm singing.
Okay, well that's your problem.
I didn't. I like how he didn't go with the singing in the rain song when I said singing.
But that's part of the song.
just
Because if you
No.
well, right, if you did, you'd make your joke. We don't have the rights. So, you know.
Oh wait, shit.
Look,
we
it's
don't.
raining now.
But now they're dry.
No, you
No,
know
but
what?
they've been in the car.
So this is where Reese fell asleep.
But I woke up and pressed play.
Oh wait, so you didn't restart it from the beginning?
No, I started from this point.
You know what?
Oh, so you watched it 1.5 times, one whole time once.
No.
Did two
No, he watched it
sessions.
once, paused it, watched the rest, then he watched it a second time.
Oh, okay.
As a
right.
whole movie.
If it was
The thing-
me, I would have been like, oh, well, I'll just do it tomorrow and start again.
The thing I just realized is I didn't look up the trivia, but I looked up the goofs, and I remembered one of the goofs was that it's raining when you see inside the car, but when you look outside, it's not raining or something.
It's just such a tragedy. Is it actually raining? It just looks like the
I think-
windows are
Did-
wet.
Raining inside.
Well, but the wipers are on.
Yeah, but you still have that when you have wet windshield. Because
Well, speaking
it's
of which,
still-
though, the windshield isn't wet.
it is when you see it goes whoosh, you do see the streaks.
But it's not like the
See, it's got-
windows on the side of the
Yeah, but
door
it's
windows.
because you've got a windshield wiper wiping it while you don't have on the windows. Reese, you in a car?
Yeah, but if it's
I-
constantly...
Explain this logic.
But if it's constantly raining, then it'll still be wet between
Yeah.
the wipes.
Yeah, but like it's
so
And it wasn't like
So-
super rapid. It was like, slow.
okay, so
it's because it's not raining now,
Yeah, it's
but
not
the
raining.
windshield is still incredibly wet, so
Yeah,
they're
you-
wiping it, and every now and then when you have it on a certain setting, it will just wipe once every now and then.
But
right?
the windshield was like super clear in that shot.
Yeah, but maybe not on the inside for them.
wait on the inside
Of the
like,
car.
It doesn't wipe
That,
on the
that,
inside.
that can't.
No,
they
no,
don't
no.
have
What
wipers on the inside.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the camera is on the outside of the car looking out into the
Yeah,
windshield.
yeah.
But maybe for them on the inside of the car, looking out, it's not visible enough for them, so the windshield wiped. And also, you're just assuming that, like, I don't know how to explain this. It's a windshield wiper. I don't know how I need to explain this. I don't know why I need to do this.
All right, so majority rules. Ryan's wrong.
Hillfinger.
No.
Hillfinger Tyrese. I'm the crazy one.
Oh,
Look how clear it is.
It's pretty
clear.
wet, though.
Well, the part that it can't reach.
it's
Yeah, but-
wet and clear.
Yeah, but it's not constantly wiping. It's on that setting that they have on your
yeah,
car
but
when
they
it
haven't
wipes,
showed it yet,
like-
so we can assume that it's wet and clear, so they can see through. See, you can still see. Oh, okay. So there you go. It just did it once every while.
Yeah, it does it once every while. It's not like constantly going.
Yeah.
It's just
That's what I said before. It's not rapid.
yeah, but that's what I mean. But there is a setting on your car where they just do that.
Yeah, my one doesn't work actually.
Yeah, because
It's-
you
it's-
broke it.
I didn't break it.
You broke it.
I didn't break it.
That sounds like someone
Reese,
broke
you really
it.
shouldn't play with it.
You shouldn't
Play?
have broke.
Oh, I see.
Can't he broke it?
But it was.
Was there
What did he see?
Was there a deep meaning to what I said?
He must have thought it was a sexual thing.
yeah, I
don't
thought it
know.
was a sexual
No, I was
thing.
just saying.
He thought it was a sexual thing, like I thought, and he accepted that you were right. Like that must mean
I
there
wasn't
was a
thinking-
sexual.
I wasn't thinking of sexual
You
thing
weren't,
alone.
but I did, and so did he, and he accepted
Is
what
it-
you said
is it
that
bad for
he
me
thought
to
that was sexual
constantly
was
assume that
correct.
you're doing? Is it bad for me to constantly assume you have all these sexual innuendos in everything?
Yes.
No, I was just saying, play like fiddle with it or something.
Yep. Yep. Not helping, Bartek.
I'm an antenna. Haha, I'm shaking. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. The word.
I'm an antenna.
When you play the antenna game.
Yeah, but yeah. What?
The antenna game.
What's the antenna game?
Fuck are you? What's happening? What universe am I in? Where Bartek like that's not how windshield wipers work. They don't just wipe windshields once occasionally, but the antenna game.
Can you explain
Now
the antenna?
that's
What's the
normal
antenna game?
Just made it up.
Oh, you made.
No, I want an actual answer.
All right, I'll come up with the rules. The rules are you have to have a long, thin thing and say this
Antenna?
is an antenna, and then you make it like dance.
Okay.
You had to get a long thing.
It's an Irish cultural game. I'll just say why not.
But I didn't know it.
Yeah, well now you do.
Okay.
I just explained
He
it.
didn't know who Roy Keane was, so he doesn't
Neither
know
did I.
shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't, but I assume he's Irish.
Well, that's you're racist then.
Well, I'm soz.
Oh, you said sus. That's all right.
Sus, yeah.
No, not sus. Soz.
Oh, sus.
Like apologies, soz.
I thought he was saying like I'm not sus, but sus.
No, he is, but he's soz.
So, look, this movie's great. Of course it is. It has Cat Williams in it as, I'm just gonna say it, the universe. Owen Wilson is the only guy who I could think being this character, this spiritual dude, bro, who's like, wow, man, we just gotta follow the universe and all of that. It's just like,
Wow.
there you go.
I've mentioned the universe many times in this podcast,
You're Owen Wilson. That's what I'm hinting at.
but you just said Owen Wilson's the only one that you can see playing this role.
And you're him.
But I'm Bartek.
No, you're Owen playing Bartek. Bartek's never been real.
No, hang
It's
on. He's
secretly
Bartek.
Owen
He's
Wilson.
Bartek playing Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson playing.
I
a cat.
just said what happened.
I can promise.
Owen Wilson's playing Bartek. That's it. And Bartek, the character, is playing like, I'm not Owen Wilson. What are you on about? I'm Bartek.
Listen, look in my eyes.
Yes.
I am not Owen Wilson.
Wow, that's such an Owen thing to say.
That is great method
I'm
acting.
not Owen Wilson.
It's the
I
nose.
was method acting last episode,
It's
not this
the
episode.
nose that gives it away.
It's basically Daniel Day-Lewis
Well,
in
I never-
disguise. He's
I
Daniel
never-
Day-Lewis
The
playing
nose
Owen
that
Wilson.
looks like it's been hit by two hammers colliding on with one another on each side of his nose.
Well, that's because yesterday I did a voice by pressing the sides of my nose.
Bartek, or should I say Owen?
or Daniel.
Or should I say last week I did?
Fucking Daniel Day-Lewis as Owen Wilson as Bartek.
Actually, I'm Tommy.
Tommy Lee Jones,
Tommy
huh?
Hilfiger.
Oh, who's actually Tommy Hilfinger?
Yeah.
Or Tommy Hillinger.
Hillinger, that's what you said. I like how you best.
Alright, I'm Tommy Pickles.
Okay, the
Tommy
best
Pickles.
pickle.
Yeah.
So this is the emotional scene in which people are yelling at each other and being justified in what they're saying.
Like me
But at
earlier.
the same time, you have to say, can we add a train to this?
And a comedic moment from Cat Williams saying, "It's a train coming. It's a train coming."
Oh, that was comedic moment? I thought it was just him stating what was happening.
I think it was pretty funny.
Well, he's a comedian, right? So he has to be funny.
But he's a universe too, so he can
it's
be
true.
very poignant.
He's not the universe.
He did...
Like,
What?
he's not the universe. But I mean, like in the app at the end of the movie, yeah.
No.
No.
Reese, do you remember when he
Oh,
leaves
well,
the car, what he says?
Hold on. Okay,
Oh god.
let me just explain this for the audience at home, because we haven't fully explained it.
It's one of the twists.
Cat Williams is a mystical, what do they call it? The mystical...
Magical Negro,
Magical
was it?
Negro. The mystical magical Negro
Right.
character. He's a magical black man with no name who comes into the movie and kind of helps them by doing the things that they don't think they need to do, and he helps them. And Owen's all about the universe, and when he leaves their car, they're like, oh, we didn't get your name, and he says to Owen Wilson, you know what it is. And it's like, no, I don't.
It's
He
like,
goes,
you've always
you've
known,
always known
Right.
what it is. And then at the end of the movie, they invent an app
With
called
universe.
the Universe,
Featuring the universe.
featuring the universe, and then Cat Williams' head pops up and tells you the Illuminati's real. Now, here's the thing. I understand where Reese is coming from. There's two ways to interpret Cat Williams. Is he a guy that they hired to be in their app called the universe, or what I think, and I think Bartek's on the same page, he is literally the universe god, basically. And he helps them. I understand where Reese is coming from, in all fairness, because Reese is taking
the
a
more
more
logical one,
literal approach,
Yeah.
but I'm taking what I think the film is telling us.
Only because he had that line of "You've always known," and it's all weird.
And it's all like Legend of Bagger Vance, basically.
Of course.
Of course.
I don't know what that is, but
It's a film with Will Smith.
Okay,
You know, Will Smith.
Other
His
black
life
guy.
got turned upside down.
and he'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, and he'll tell you how he became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
thanks.
is this? Some type of Suicide Squad? Did you know that?
We're
It's
we're just making references.
in
Oh no,
Sui-
that's a line he says.
That's
right?
a line in
Yeah,
Suicide
yeah.
Squad. It's like, what are we, some kind of Suicide Squad? And it's just the most awkward line of dialogue ever used, to the point in which, when I watch YouTube videos that have nothing to do with Suicide Squad, I see people write, what are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
the
I'm like, why is this still happening now?
What's the thing he shouts in After Earth? Denied, was it?
Oh yeah, I never watched After Earth, but
Me
the thing
neither.
that Reese and I referenced was he did an Oscar bait movie called Concussion, in which he played a South African guy.
I saw the trailers for that.
Nigerian.
And Nigerian, and he has that accent.
Yeah,
And he's
I
like,
yeah, I
tell the
remember.
truth.
And he was criticized for that accent as well.
But here's the sad part: the guy he actually acted the real life guy of sounds like that.
Yeah.
So that's
but
why I was
Nigerians were like, he sounds like he is a Nigerian with a concussion.
no. But then they're like, he sounds like Nigerian with an American accent. It's like, yeah, because that Nigerian went to America and got an American accent. So it's like, Will Smith's doing a great job. Fuck you. But he's like, you want the truth? Don't give me the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Hey guys, Owen Wilson survived a train crash.
Hooray.
Well,
Into a car.
well, you know
You
why?
survived, Bartek.
You know why he survived?
Because Cat Williams is a guy that they just hired to be.
Yeah, exactly.
universe.
And then he said, the Illuminati's real, and then the Illuminati saved Owen Wilson. That's why, Reese.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Now I know.
He knew it now, but not
He
then.
knows
Not
it
then.
now.
No, I knows it now.
He knew it
He
now, but
he
not
didn't
then.
knew, but he knows.
He knows it now.
and
Yeah.
now he knows.
I knows.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who?
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 The same
Whom,
joke.
actually. He got him again.
It's funny because Reese, you didn't say anything. I would have said whom.
Yeah.
In fact, I did.
But Reese jumped in.
Cut out all of your audio except mine for this episode.
Okay.
And mine too, while we're at it. Just keep
The episode's going to
Bartek's-
start with high ground.
High ground.
and then nothing. That'll be it. So, look, guys, have we got brothers by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've talked about mine, I think, already this episode.
I don't have a brother,
You,
but I am a brother.
you are a brother.
You're the younger brother.
I'm the youngie brother.
So is Reese.
I'm
Do
an
you-
older
do you-
brother.
Do you have the perfect relationship with your brother, or do you have a strained one like these two brothers do?
Well, we fought a lot as kids, but now we're pretty cool.
Why did you fight?
I talked about it in Zathura, which is
That was like 2 years ago.
It's
Give me a break.
literally like 103 episodes ago, I think.
Why were you fighting, Bartek?
I don't know, we
Is
were
it because
just
you
kids.
were more
They were just
polished than
kids.
he was?
I mean, I can speak Polish. He only understands it, but I don't
Take
think
that,
so.
Oscar. I fought with my sister all the time because she's 7 years older than me, and she was just like, I was a real adult. I was a
We were
kid,
6
and
years apart.
I was a kid, and everything was great. And then you came along, Ryan, and I don't like it, and that was our main arguments. Reese, I imagine you had the most wholesome, ideal relationship that Ed Helms wish he could have.
I mean, Reese, you tell as much as you want. I mean,
My older brother, he's about 4 years older than me. He has he's disabled. He has brain damage,
Oh yeah, that's
so we don't communicate. But he's a stubborn son of a bitch.
Reese, don't call your own brother son of a bitch because
that
you know what that
includes
means,
you,
right?
yeah.
right?
No, it's talking about his mum.
Don't say that about your mom.
And unintentionally. Shit.
Sorry, Reese's mum, for Reese.
Reese's mum's cool. She loves just visiting.
Yeah, she loves just visiting.
Who doesn't?
Yes.
According to our YouTube channel, everyone loves it because it's our most viewed episode for some reason.
I think I told my mother this.
And she was like, I'm the person who listened to it 2,000 times.
So Reese, your brother is a stubborn son of a nice lady.
Yeah, stubborn.
Son of a nice lady. And you guys went on a magical road trip to look for your dad, and now you guys are fine.
What was the trip in Rain Man about?
That was Tom Cruise's like they have to take him to a residential. Like they
Right,
want to,
right.
like they have to prove that he can take care of his brother. But Tom Cruise is like, I want money out of this, but the road trip proves otherwise. Basically, he loves his brother.
And also, the road trip proves that Tom Cruise can actually be funny as well, because he's
Reese,
really funny in that movie.
when you went on a road trip with your brother, was it to find John McKenzie or was it for money?
Or was it to find your mum's true love?
So the guilt trip. Right.
Yeah,
So-
was it the guilt trip? For some reason, you took your brother instead of your mum.
The magical journeys we went on is basically fighting over the Game Boy,
Which Game Boy?
Game Boy Advance.
Color?
Yes,
Oh, I
Or
had that one.
Advance, he said.
Advance
Right.
and color.
Yeah,
we
and
had,
colour.
we had both. Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Both, man, both. What was the color of the case?
The color was green,
Ooh,
and the
okay.
Advance was black.
Ooh, okay. My ones were the see-through ones.
Oh, the see-through. Oh shit! I remember those.
Yeah. I didn't have a colored case. I had the transparent ones. Now, can we please talk about these police officers who just help our heroes out when they need help?
To protect and serve.
Did you expect that the guy that they're looking for Sparkly P, would actually be a human being? And did you think it was going to be any of the said celebrities that were going to be in the movie?
I did think it was a human being because, I mean, he had a scratched out photo.
Yes, true, but
But
did you actually
with a
think his
name
name
like
was Sparkly P?
Well, I thought it was like a pimp name or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be a cop.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the cop part. What about you, Reese? Mackenzie?
I was Sparkly P. I was expecting like stripper of some sort.
Yeah, so in that, like, sex industry. kind
Yeah,
of thing,
yeah.
See, I thought disco guy.
Mm.
Because he looked like they were in a disco club, but I thought he was basically Patton Oswalt's
oh.
character from Starsky and Hutch, the disc jockey
Yeah.
guy with like the disco man. I thought it was going to be some disco guy, and then they go visit, and it's Christopher Walken, and he's like, "Yo, I'm a disco man."
Oh, right.
Because I assumed it was going to be, okay, the next person they got to visit is Christopher Walken, because there's no other big celebrities on the poster. So I guess the next one's Christopher Walken as Sparkly P, the former disco man. And come on, doesn't it sound like a great idea?
Yes.
What was his real name, the dead guy?
Sparkly P was, I don't...
Because there are a few O'Callaghan's in
Yeah,
the...
I can't remember. I think his was Patrick, because he's P.
Oh, okay, so he's Jack McGee is the actor,
Yeah,
who plays also his brother.
yep.
Jack McGee.
McGee.
McGee,
He's Irish.
he's no squib, but
Squibbling.
squibbling.
But then the other O'Callaghan's are Cartwright and Gall.
Goal!
Gaul. Is that Gall?
Sure.
Gall.
Goal. So I will say this. I have a theory about who their dad could be.
Mm-hmm.
We just touched on it just then.
Yes.
I think it's the brother of Sparkly P.
Oh, right. Jack McGee's character that's actually alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I found it very interesting that Sparkly P had a twin brother.
Mm.
Okay.
And they're twins. And twins, pass on. As you find out at the end of this movie, Owen has twins.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh, he's a twin. Oh, they're going to reveal that he's the dad because he's a twin.
Mm-hmm.
You know how movies work like that?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be the dad, and I still think a part of me goes, he could be their dad. If anyone in this movie could actually be their father, my theory, my pick, my answer would be him, the living brother of Sparkly P. Because we never heard his theories about, marriage and all of this. And he also knew their mum. So,
Well, don't forget, Ryan, the twist that the mum's not actually their mum.
well, yes, that's the thing too. But it's like it's small world of things, and yeah, the twist is their mum's not actually their mum, plot twist. But that's the thing too. It's so open and vague, and I was just like, oh, they're twins, so that means he could be their dad because they're twins, the main characters. So that's my theory. He could be their dad.
It's a good theory.
It's a great theory.
I can get behind it.
Can you please tell me, Reese, why you took a small role in this film as guy who speaks in quiet, hushed tones as he serves them their hotel rooms?
And do it in character.
What? Why did you take this role, Reese? It looked. I was like, oh, this is Reese's character. Reese had to play
it's
what?
actually because that's Owen Wilson's brother.
Oh my god, that's him.
What, really?
Yeah, that looks a lot like
Oh, you don't know.
the older brother.
What's his name, like Daniel or Jack? Or
Like
something?
I know it's Luke Owen, and I'm sure of it. If you look on Owen Wilson's Wikipedia page, it's that guy.
It's that guy.
Yeah, I think his
He
name's
was also
Andrew.
in the first.
I think his name's Andrew.
He was also in the first Wes Anderson movie because all the
Rushmore.
Owen-
Oh
Bottle Rocket.
Bottle Rocket. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure.
No, this character's not listed on Wikipedia.
How?
So isn't Mariska
tragic.
Hargitay. So
Mariska Hargitay.
Maybe
you're always
maybe
listed
it's
in my
the same
IMDb.
actor for both characters.
ooh.
Ooh, is it Mariska Hargitay playing Reese's character? Who knows? So this film, why did it get released during Christmas time and not Father's Day?
Because Christmas is for the family.
Ah, and Father's Day isn't? It's just for dads.
It's stupid, Ryan. Don't be ridiculous.
So we're going to be releasing this episode nearish around Father's Day. It would actually be a day or two after.
For Australians, it's the first Tuesday of next month. September is the release day. Oh, you're listening to this. You know this. But
You know, do Americans not have Father's Day at the same time?
I know that other countries have it at different times.
I really want to know if Reese is right about this guy being his brother. You've got to kill me if Reese is dead wrong.
Eldest Wilson. It's some common name. I can't remember. what it
Andrew?
is. I think Andrew. Yeah,
I think
Andrew
it's
Wilson.
Andrew. Yeah.
I'm pretty damn sure it's
I'm not
Andrew Wilson.
Finding him.
I don't know if the actor in the film was Andrew Wilson though. I think
it did look like him though.
based on the one picture I've seen of him, I think he like looks kind of tough. Like he looks tougher than his younger brothers.
Take that. Take that.
Like that Owen and Luke, the more. Oh, I don't know if they're more.
So, guys,
they would be.
let's talk about that twisty ending. Were you satisfied at the fact that they never find out anything about who their real parents are?
As a movie watcher, I probably would have liked to have an answer, but in terms of the theme of the film, relating it to Owen Wilson's idea of like, I know what I have, and what I have is what makes me. I'm satisfied in that sense. But as a general movie audience, I feel like an answer might have been desired.
You are correct. It is Andrew Wilson
Wow.
as the guy. He was also in Idiocracy. Yeah, he was Beef Supreme in Idiocracy. I remember that.
I'm actually right about something.
Wow. So Luke's the youngest brother's not in this film then, unless
What
there's a
an
twist.
idiot he is.
Unless he played Mariska Hargitay.
That's
Of course.
also true. He could be. Let me check. Double check. No, it's actually her. Whoops. Found a name.
He played the British guy with the birthmark on the forehead.
Oh, now that's him in a nutshell. Well, yeah. I don't know. I felt okay about it. I was like, at first I was like, what? Glenn's given this awesome Oscar-winning monologue about how she's not actually their mum and how she's just like this woman who adopted them, who knew their mum because she was working at like a shelter for women, I guess.
Yeah, where they don't ask questions. or anything.
And the mum died because premature birth and died giving birth to these twins, and it's like, oh, how sad. And then they learn, we're happy though, let's live in Hawaii. And I was like, at first, when I first watched it, I was a little bit like, oh, okay.
You're waiting for the gritty prequel.
I wanted to know though, and then as I thought about it overnight, I've really been happy with that. You know what? No, that's actually a really nice way to go about this, because it's not really what the message of the movie's about. It's not really about once they find their dad, their lives are going to be instantly better. It's more about
If
them
it was Terry
learning to
Bradshaw.
appreciate each other, who have been in each other's lives the whole time.
Yeah. It's a kind of stealthy thing that you think the film's about fathers, but it's actually about brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be called Brother Figures.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know,
it
sounds
doesn't
a bit-
ring.
How about Who's Your Bro?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm with Reese.
What about Bastard Boys?
boy.
Now, see, that's...
Better boy.
I was gonna say that's still alliteration, but yeah. Reese, use that voice for the rest of the episode.
Okay.
No, please. So what about you, Reese? You had to watch it 2 times, so you must have
Yeah.
got two more times appreciation than us.
For the twist at the end,
Yeah.
I'll just talk about the first time. Like, it was more shock than anything, because I didn't expect it. But yeah, I kind of had to say I wasn't too satisfied with it on the second time because I would have liked to have known who their father was. But she just has to say, you know, we don't know who the dad is. We know who the mum is.
Well, I guess there's like an implication there that like, oh, maybe they're conceived through rape or something.
I'm sorry, I don't talk about visual stuff for the show too much, but I'm looking down and Reese has his feet near me and I'm looking at his socks. Are these Law and Order socks? What the fuck is this?
No, they're New World Order socks.
Oh, okay. They look like the font to Law and Order, and I'm like, is he wearing Law and Order? He really got pumped for this episode. He's like, I can't wait to get these Law and Order socks for the episode where he watched Law and Order with Mariska Hargitay.
On the bottom they say Un-Empire Unit.
Okay, Tommy Hilfingers.
I think I'm wearing my high school socks. Like these, Reese, are these the St. Bede's socks?
I like Reese.
Did St. Bede's have socks? No, seriously. Did they supply socks?
Like, weren't they just navy socks?
I don't know. I seriously don't know.
This is my life, people.
Did they supply socks?
This is my life.
No.
How do windshields work?
Okay.
Why do they work like that, Ryan? Why?
I seriously didn't know. I didn't know.
You went there for 6 years.
Yeah, I didn't know they sold socks. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay,
Where did you buy the socks?
Where did you buy the socks?
Okay, now we're going to go down the sock debate.
I don't know.
Did they have a school store where you bought your school
They had a
uniform?
uniform shop.
But I didn't know they sold socks.
Did you sell just the shirts and shorts and trousers? Were there shoes as well?
No shoes.
No shoes?
No
No
shoes.
shoes. No.
Probably no
I
socks.
didn't know they sold socks.
No, I thought they did. Like,
I would
these
guess
navy
no
socks.
sock. Navy. Yeah, they're navy blue. I would guess no socks if no shoes.
No, well, I mean,
Did they sell backpacks?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, well,
School
that
bags.
changes some things. Okay. Did you have to wear ties?
Yes.
Yes.
They sold ties, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hats?
No.
You didn't have hats?
No. Not for high
Not
school.
when I was there, no.
Yeah, you got cancer on your head then. That's the rule. No
But I
hats.
seriously didn't know they sold socks.
Welcome to Father Figures, the episode in which we find out whether their all boys school sold socks or not. I didn't go to it, so I can't testify. But I bought my socks at Big W, so there you go. I still also have them as well, but not here.
Here's a question
on
about,
me now.
Here's a question about this scene.
Yeah.
Did any of you realize this was a funeral
Yeah.
before you saw the dead
Yep.
body?
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, all the
No.
black cars parked on the street, and the people walking inside in black suits gave it away for me.
But what about in this shot right here where everyone's kind of casual?
No, I knew.
No, I didn't
No,
know.
I knew because of the when you heard their accents, they're what, Boston boys or whatever. I can't. Jersey. I don't know. They got those accents.
It's like the Irish American accent.
Yeah, like Mark Wahlberg accents, right?
Well, that's
Boston.
Yeah.
They got those Boston voices.
Boston.
And I thought, oh, okay, with their demeanor and their drinking, I'm like, oh, this is a wake. Okay.
All right.
I knew instantly. I knew
didn't.
instantly. I was like, oh, this is a wake. I didn't expect it to be an open casket, but
was
it
a bit
has to be
sad.
because it's a film.
I was a bit sad it was awake. I didn't realize it was awake.
My fiance leaned over
Well,
to
he's not
me.
awake.
Get this. My fiance leaned over to me because they start talking weird in front of the body, and my fiance went, "Oh fuck!" And I'm like, "What? Is this a living wake?" Because those exist where people have a living wake in which they're
Well, like in Empire
alive.
Records.
Yeah, but for real, in which they're alive and they're going through how they want things to go before they die. Say they're terminally ill or something.
Oh, so when she saw the twin brother, did she think? Like,
We lost our minds when we saw this other guy run. I'm like, oh shit, you were right, because the guy runs out in like a white shirt and
That would've-
tie,
that
and I'm
would've
like,
been
oh
awesome.
my god, it's a
And
living wake.
And not only were you wrong, but the incest was also not right.
Oh,
Oh,
can we
yeah.
talk about incest, please?
Sure, we can.
But first, did your school have socks or not? I don't know. Let's talk about that again. No,
I'm pretty sure every school I've went to had socks.
but
I just
yes.
had no clue.
Alright,
school
fair enough.
socks, black or navy blue. Those are the only options.
My primary school was grey.
Well,
They probably had socks, Reese. That's the answer.
I'm pretty sure I'm wearing them.
So let's talk about incest while the priest is on screen. So incest. So there's implied incest in this, in which he thinks Ed Helms had a one-night stand with a woman the night before who was very sad,
Yeah, his half sister.
and you find out that it's probably might be his half sister, And it's like, here's the problem. Do you tell them or not? And they decide, yes, we will.
Which ends in like
Tears
and
and
chaos.
almost fighting, but they have a great little back and forth, which I thought Bartek would like a lot. I read my notes, like, I reckon Bartek likes this scene in which the brothers are about to fight them, but he does say sorry, and then he's like, well, too late, I've moved the line. It's like, you can't do
It was
that.
very immature, yeah.
You can't do that. And like, a part of it's like, you know what? I believe Owen as their brothers. Like, Owen's character could be a brother of theirs with how stupid and immature they all were about things.
Yeah, and he just like asked, why was it so good?
That's true.
Yeah, that was kind of creepy.
Look, I'm not a woman, and I don't go to funerals as a woman, but would I wear a really see-through white top with a black bra to, you know, my boyfriend's dad's funeral? I don't know. I'm not from Boston.
Well, I guess you got to turn your thinking around, Ryan.
I'm not from Boston.
It's not, would you wear this? It's,
Did I?
It's, is that the only thing you have?
That's true. I do live in Boston, so I've only got a few clothing options.
So
I don't even know if
do
my
you
school
go-
sells socks.
Do you go naked, or do you wear what you have?
Well, I
Case closed.
Well, I
Oh.
go to the local school shop and see if they have any clothes for me, and I find out they don't have any socks.
It was a rhetorical question.
It's a real question.
That's why
to
I
me.
said case closed.
A question nonetheless.
But then I open the case forcefully, and
Oh,
then
shit.
it's now.
But you didn't even yell objection.
You don't have to yell objection when you force open a case.
Whoa.
You just here's how I should have done it this way. You said case closed, and then I go, give me that, and I stomp off, and then you hear me slam the paper onto the commissioner's desk, and I said, I'm reopening the case. And he's just like, okay.
And then he says, did you open the case in order to get this paper, or did you write this paper yourself?
That's not how cases work. You're
Right,
thinking
you
of
have
a
to-
literal case to put things in.
But because you took it from me.
Yeah, because I took it from you. But, like, case closed doesn't just mean, like, the
Yeah, but-
case isn't a literal physical case.
Sorry, when you said you took it from me, I thought that's what you were going
like
for.
a piece of paper.
Well, I was imagining, like, you close a case and, like, all the details are in there, and then you took
Oh,
it
is
from
that
me.
what you think a case closes? Usually it's in those boxes.
Yeah, but I thought you were doing a joke of, like, you making it literal.
I am. I'm taking the case that is a piece
Yeah,
of
but-
paper. That's what cases are written on. And I slam it on the desk of the commissioner like they
you were
do in
making-
police movies.
You were making
and
it like...
I go, case closed, motherfucker.
Okay, so you were taking
Case
it...
opened. That's
You were
the-
taking it half literally, then.
Do they have socks?
I didn't think
mean,
they-
this
Oh
is-
my God.
Ask myself.
I'm telling you, yes!
How do windshield wipers work? Let me know. Let me know. I did. Not good enough. Window's not wet except for it is. And maybe difference of perspectives does exist, but I won't accept that as an
They were clear!
answer. Fucking hell. Why are they
we're
using a
lost.
demister when it's not misty? Ah.
Because you'd use a demister if it's cold, because it would get a little misty.
See? Oh, sorry, Reese. I won't accept that.
What?
I won't accept that. Case closed. Can't take the case from me literally, only half literal.
Ryan.
Well, I'm still gonna talk to the commissioner.
Reese. Ryan. Why are you doing
It does
this?
get cold, so you put the it does get cold, and you have to put the demister on.
You're taking me seriously. That's the best part.
This is a serious podcast. Are you wait, hold on.
You took me dead serious.
Are you
then.
saying this isn't one of the greatest films ever made?
Oh, it is. But Reese is taking me dead serious about demisters. That's the best part of
Ryan,
of
look,
all of this.
incest, okay, but don't shit on demisters, alright?
Okay. I won't. I don't
When you
no,
get
if you
when
shit
you
on
get
them, then you're spreading it.
When you
in
get a
the air and
demister.
you're
Hence,
breathing.
don't shit on them.
when you get a demister, Ryan, you'll understand.
Now, Bartek, when you've been caught in an accidental incest situation at your dad's funeral,
Sorry, Dad.
did you handle it
Not that I
like
killed you.
Did you handle it like a champ?
I got a gold medal.
Did it come from the police commissioner himself?
No, it came from my sister.
Oh, that you banged?
No. She said good job and gave me a medal.
Yeah, but this is incest talk. we're
Oh,
talking
I
about.
wasn't incesting with her.
Who were you then?
My mirror.
That's not incest. That's an object.
Sorry, that's self-cessed.
That's also an
Self-cessed,
object. And that's
that's
also
true,
an
true.
object.
What's the term for when you're attracted
Oh,
to inanimate
self-cessed?
objects?
Was it?
Sorry, that's sex with your clone or whatever.
There is a name for sex with objects. It's one of the main character traits of a character in the TV show Boston Legal, but I can't remember.
I know if it's furniture, it's faunaphilia.
There you go. Just say that.
All right,
Mirror's
isn't
furniture, I
philia-
guess.
All right, it was a couch made of mirrors.
Isn't philia like a fear or something? Like
That's phobia.
oh,
Philia is the opposite.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, I feel you. I have a real fear of my blood draining from my body real quick when I get cut. Yeah.
Fun fact, most of Reese and I's initial bonding was in a psychology class where we learned about phobias and philias.
that explains a lot. That
Yes.
explains a ton of things right now. You know when you find out a piece of information about someone that seems so trivial to them, but it's a giant jigsaw piece for you? That's what that was just then for me.
Year 11 psychology with Mrs.
the
Lee.
picture is
Mrs.
coming
Lynette.
together.
could you just picture yourself in that classroom,
There's
Ryan?
the sock jigsaw puzzle piece that covers the left-hand corner, and in the middle here's a psychology class one.
If we go back in time, we can check Reese's socks during that time.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Not the socks again.
Well, it was St. Bede's. so-
Yeah, true.
St. Bede's old boys' school one. That's covered a good portion.
That's where Jet started.
The band.
The
Yeah.
band Jet.
Oh, now I know who to blame.
For what?
Saint the Jet.
You blame some beats for Jet.
Yes,
Why?
I don't like Jet.
You don't like Jet?
Just John.
Ryan does not like Jet.
Who does?
I do.
Really?
Yes.
What's your favorite song? If you say, "Are you gonna be my girl?" Get out of here.
17.
Oh, that classic song, 17.
Yes.
Which one's the one where the film clip is a Wookiee on a skateboard? That's right.
I don't know what this is, but you don't like this band for that?
You don't,
It's a
That sounds amazing.
It's not.
it's very deep.
But Ryan, it's
The
Star
song's
Wars.
not.
You mean the music video is not deep?
I don't know. The song's not deep either. I mean,
Okay.
what do you want from me? I don't
But
like
it's a
Jet.
Wookiee on a skateboard.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Sounds cool.
It's called Star Wars.
All it needs is an
Chewie
Ewok.
board.
Do we have an Ewok and Jar Jar Binks in that video?
No. How dare you put Wookiees in the same categories as those two things?
I mean, they're,
How
they're in the
dare
same
you?
universe.
How dare you?
Jar Jar was in the third Star Wars, and Wookiees were in that as well.
Yes.
I thought you were also going to be like, and
Third
Jar
in
Jar
prequel.
was not, and Jar Jar was eaten by Wookiees.
He was?
No, I think he's fine.
He's dead, man.
I don't
No,
think he's dead.
I think he's fine.
Oh no,
I
no,
think
he
died in
Wait,
natural-
no, you.
At the Revenge of the Sith, he gets taken away in handcuffs by Nazis. He's dead, guys.
No, Ryan, you haven't seen the re-release of Return of the Jedi, where all the Wookiees was not Wookiees, sorry, the Gungans were celebrating, and one of them sounds like Jar Jar Binks.
That's not real, is it? Don't
I
say
think
that's
so.
real. In Return of the Jedi,
I
mean
mean-
Ewoks are celebrating, no Gungans.
No,
in
but like when in the re-release one,
Return of the Jedi.
it shows like all the different planets celebrating that
Oh,
like the
you're
Empire's been
lying.
destroyed. I know that the Gungans
You're
are
a
celebrating.
liar.
Yeah, the Gungans are
Look,
celebrating.
Jar Jar's not there. He's dead.
I'll admit that
He's
Jar Jar
Kylo
wasn't
Ren.
explicitly there.
I don't think
but
he's dead. I think he would be generally still alive.
He's dead. They took him.
not.
The Nazis
The
took him
Nazis.
away in handcuffs.
Ryan, you do know that this film was set a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. This was before Nazis.
Yeah, they're the proto-Nazis.
Or
Exactly.
wait,
Get it
after
right.
Nazis.
No, prototype, like the original.
All right.
Because it's set a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Hey, we're about to meet that stupid actor that no one likes.
Hey, leave her alone.
No, I said about to. We've already met this one.
Yeah, I'm talking about the cat. Leave her alone.
Look,
It's
I
a
mean, it has
boy cat.
testicles, so.
But you know it's not. It's real testicles. Yeah, can we talk about that for a
Oh, yeah,
brief
they-
moment? Why is that here, and who do I have to thank for that scene being
Nine
in the
lives.
movie?
No.
9 lives.
Kevin Spacey, I have to thank.
No, the other actor
He
that was
was
in
a-
9 lives.
he was a-
Christopher Walken.
It's great that he plays the same character in both movies, isn't it?
Actually, I really like him in this film. Not just because it's Christopher Walken,
Is it
but
because he looks like a woman?
because he's really meek in this one.
Oh man, I've seen him meek in a lot of things.
Yeah, but in this
have you
film-
seen him in Hairspray?
Yeah.
He's very meek in
Hey,
that.
he's not that meek in Hairspray.
Are you fucking crazy? Have you
He's-
watched him in Hairspray? He's
Yeah,
very meek.
He's very generous.
His name is Mr. Meek.
It is?
No.
Oh. Because I forgot. Sorry. Oh,
He's married to John Travolta now,
He's
right?
Turnblatt.
Turnblad. Mr. Turnblad.
Oh, I thought you said turn black.
Turn black around, guys. We're going back to Cat Williams' house.
Testicle scene coming up.
His name is Dr. Walker.
Walter.
No, Walker
You heard
Tinkler.
the quiz, Reese. It was
Oh,
Walker.
it's
We're
Walker.
Walker Tinkler. We're Walker Tinkler.
Was he mentioned earlier in the film? At any
No,
point?
no, at no point.
No.
Because I watched it the first
He
time I watched it.
twice.
I watched it the first time, and I was like, "Oh, did they mention him?" I was like, "Nah, they don't mention him whatsoever."
Yeah,
He wasn't even at the wedding. He's supposed to be a family friend.
Yeah, and he like lives really close to them, right?
Guys, don't you like how Ed Helms can say Chairman Meow, but Owen Wilson with his thick accent can't, and he says Chairman Mao. He's like, he killed Chairman Mao.
Well, Chairman Mao, there was a picture of him in
It was
Down with Love.
Down with Love.
yeah, but
You guys.
Well, one of you's excited, the other's not.
That was.
wait, which one was it?
You weren't.
I
I was.
was excited to see Christopher Walken get shot with a tranquilizer gun. This elderly old man gets shot and fall down while Owen's getting his action face on. Look at him. He's like,
It reminds me of Behind Enemy Lines.
look at Christopher's face. Oh yeah, the one where a kid gets killed by a Nazi.
Yes.
Yeah. Enemy Lines. That's the one about the Nazis. He's a sniper, right?
Yeah.
Owen Wilson's a sniper. versus
Owen Wilson
Nazis.
is like Owen Wilson is being chased by Serbians basically, and Gene Hackman has to save him.
There's a movie, I can't remember if it is that one, but there's like, he has to verse a Nazi sniper at some point.
Enemy at the Gates.
Enemy at the Gates.
Oh, Jude Law.
Jude Law. And that movie, there's like a little kid that's playing both sides, like the Allies and the Nazis find this out, and then the end scene of the movie is like them having a shootout, but in the middle of the war zone is this kid hung up by piano wire, and I'm like,
Yeah.
see, this is what I want in my movies. Kids getting killed by Nazis.
By Ed Harris specifically.
Well, the biggest Nazi of them all.
Yes.
Ed Harris, who has very feminine eyes. You just look into his eye.
Feminine
eyes.
He doesn't have feminine eyes. He
Are
has
you
crazy.
sure?
He has crazy eyes.
Have you looked into those eyes?
Yes.
Have you really?
Yes.
Are you crazy? He's
Have
right
you-
here on screen right now.
That's Glenn Close.
Oh, is it? How close is she?
Well, according to one of the things I've collected,
Yes.
we'll get to that later.
It's not her, is it?
It's not her.
How close?
We'll get to it later.
Hey, Reese.
Glenn, is
Ryan.
the answer.
Got a
Say
got a question
Glenn.
for you.
Yes.
How
Say-
close?
say Glenn. Say
How
Glenn.
close is Glenn?
Glenn.
No, very.
What?
It's very. She's
Glenn.
very. She's very close.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah, she's very close.
Well, she's not on screen
That's
now.
her middle name. Very.
Glenn very close.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Glenn V close. Glenn V close. I like that.
Yeah. Do the initials.
What? So GVC.
Yeah. Doesn't that sound like a profession?
No, it sounds like a company.
Sounds like a league or a
Come to
company.
GVC.
Yeah. It sounds like she's a
Who
professional.
do you support in the
woman.
GVC?
Oh, Glenn. Who? Close.
Glenn.
I'm more of a V guy.
So, guys, this is the emotional Oscar-winning monologue, Oscar-nominated, or Oscar-deserving, more like.
Yeah, deserving. Yeah.
Where Glenn tells them the emotional story about a woman that we don't find out the name of or any real details of, but she did
Allegedly Jenny.
Allegedly Jenny.
Allegedly Jenny.
Oh, that's right, it was Jenny.
Yeah.
Allegedly, because they do say, but we don't know if that was actually her real name. Because, you know, people are liars like me. That's why I picked it up from that shoulder.
I believe that her name actually was Jenny.
You believe?
Yes.
I believe as well.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
Yes.
What are you being so smug about?
What?
What do you mean so
I'm
smug about?
I'm being smug because I agree with Bartek.
Why didn't you agree with me?
What did you say?
What's your opinion?
What's your opinion?
I didn't disagree, but he just said I only agree with Bartek, and I was like, yeah, I
didn't say-
believe.
Oh, yeah, okay. So
I said
agree
I
with-
believe,
Well, I
and then
mean-
he just was like, yeah. He looked at me and went, yeah, and I'm like, what's
Yeah.
so smug? Because I believe I agree with Bartek.
it's
Like I
because-
agree too.
Right.
Okay.
It's because you didn't immediately agree.
It's because I said, do you believe?
Yes.
Like Anne Frank.
Like Anne Frank. Yeah, that was great. That point in
That's
history
my favorite thing ever.
that he ever said.
He's ever done. He wrote that in the visiting book. I think Anne Frank would have been a believer.
But yeah, the reason
I agree.
It would have
but
been, if
I
she was born in this
agree.
day and age, yeah, it would have been
I
true. But it's not appropriate to
I
say.
I agree.
it's not a crazy justification, but I feel like if they gave a fake name, they'd give a fake last name too.
That's true.
Not a big thing, just saying, guys.
What, like Anne Frank's not her name?
Oh, no, I'm off that topic. No, I was
okay.
talking about Jenny.
Oh, okay, Jenny. Okay.
Not Jenny from Forrest Gump, Bartok's favorite movie.
It's not.
But,
Favorite book?
Yeah,
Favorite book.
Book movie.
No, book.
So, what, you don't think it's your favorite movie from a book?
No,
What is?
I don't know.
Go give me an
Disaster
answer.
Artist?
Is that really it? Wow,
I
not
don't
not
know.
even a Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's alright.
Now Ryan turns to me.
Yeah, what's your favorite movie based on a book?
Say Prisoner of Azkaban, it'll piss him off.
I haven't read Prisoner of Azkaban.
We didn't say that.
Oh, the movie, right? Sorry. Okay, okay. I'm thinking.
It's hard choice, I know. There's so many good ones out there.
I know.
I'll give you.
Not Atonement.
Well, I haven't read Atonement as well, so.
Yeah, is Atonement bad? I thought it was a good movie.
I like the book way more.
Oh, okay. I thought the movie was good. I haven't read the book.
I like the part where it zoomed in dramatically and all the letters are vagina.
I had to think about this.
Oh no, it was cunt.
Oh, it's cunt. Okay. I need to think about that and the answer to your question, right? So could we come back to me later on?
Okay. Hey, Reese. So,
Yes, hello.
what's your answer?
I just loved the part that Reese agreed with me when I mentioned the cunt thing.
Because he knows Atonement.
C-U-N-T.
That's the one with James McAvoy, right?
Yeah.
And
And
Keira
that
Knightley.
long shot on Dunkirk, basically.
Oh, I know where Christopher Nolan got it now.
Her
What?
Glenn Close's last line in that long speech there was something like, "I wanted to make a life for the three of us," but I thought she said three of you, and I thought that was another twist that was coming. Like,
Yeah, Ving Rhames is your brother.
He's just there.
Fuck off.
So when I was watching the film, for pretty much the rest of it, after that she finished her speech, I was waiting for them to be like, "Wait a second, did she say three?"
And then credits.
Well, I was waiting like, "Oh, is it going to be in the credits?"
And then
Like,
post credits, you have their brother, who is played by Ben Stiller.
Whispery man.
Ben Stiller. It has to be Ben Stiller.
What if Ben Stiller was Ed Helm's character instead?
I think it'd work.
Okay.
I guess.
I mean, yeah, but then you'll be like, why is Starsky and Hutch setting them as brothers now instead of co-workers?
True, and it wouldn't have made
true.
Well,
it
this
wouldn't-
was like 13 years after.
and it wouldn't have
So
been
after
believable they were
13 years,
twins.
they become brothers.
I don't know. I think it would have been fine. You could also say like Zoolander and what's his face,
Hansel.
Hansel.
Yeah, but they're friends, so why are they brothers now too? I don't get it. I'm saying that they are Starsky and Hutch. It'll just be this is the same movie, but they're Starsky and Hutch.
Well, Starsky and Hutch wasn't really a trip movie, and
Well, this would be. They're on a case, solving who their daddy is.
I don't know. I don't think I'd be typecasting these gentlemen if they were Ben and Owen.
Owen.
How about if it's Ed Helms, it's Steve Coogan, and they're characters from Night at the Museum, the little Roman soldier and cowboy,
Oh.
and they're still small, and they're trying to find out who their dad is.
It
Better than
was
their characters.
Jedediah and Octavius.
Jebediah?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually right.
Yeah.
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 They could also be their characters from around the world.
I'm
in
just
8 days.
confirming.
Okay.
I'm just confirming.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, the Wilson brothers being the Wright brothers.
Well, no, Steve Coogan and Owen Wilson.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
You remember now?
I forgot about Steve Coogan in that for some reason. He was my favourite part.
The lead actor.
Other than Jim Broadbent. No, Jackie Chan's the lead.
Well, he's one of the leads. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's the main character.
Yeah, of the two.
Let's
people that
face
will
it,
be
Jackie
leads.
Chan was paid
Of the
more.
3 leads, because you have the woman too.
Yeah, but she comes in a bit later.
She comes like
just a bit later.
10
Just,
minutes in.
just a bit later.
She's French.
Very French.
She's So guys, they're all hugging now, and you can't tell which one's which because all their heads are smushed together.
No, I can tell which one's which.
I can't.
You can see most of Owen Wilson.
Yeah, and he's absorbed the others.
Look, he's wearing Polish colours. I actually didn't notice that. The
He's
first time
completely
through.
absorbed
Now,
Glenn
guys,
Close
The first
into
shot
his
of that
pants.
was his side view.
Now,
It was very
guys, have you
Polish.
noticed how the brothers have changed? Because now Ed Helms is wearing the pink shirt, which Owen Wilson was wearing pink a lot in the movie, and now Owen is wearing the conservative white top.
But he's
which-
also wearing red
Conservative
pants.
Polish flag.
Yeah, but he's still himself a little. But they've adopted each other a little bit more. You know, isn't that sweet?
Yes.
You know,
It's a nice shirt as well. You know, it's sort of
Do they sell it at your school or with some socks?
Oh my god.
No, they sold blue shirts at St.
They
Mary's.
sold blue shirts and secondhand
Well, whoa! What color trousers?
black.
Black and
No,
blue.
they were navy, weren't they?
Oh, they were
Get
navy.
your facts right, or else I'm not interested.
All right, so they were navy blue.
What color were the ties?
They were like
blue-
maroon,
maroon,
yellow.
Hold on. Blue, maroon, yellow.
Well, we were speaking at the same time.
So-
There was like
is it-
yellow
is it
streaks.
yellow, and it was a yellow stripe, red stripe,
Reese, do you
and a
even
blue.
know? You said
Yeah, it was
don't
red.
you
It was
say
red. It was red.
It was red and yellow stripe and a blue tie.
Yeah.
That sounds like a horrible tie.
It was a good tie.
No, it actually looked pretty nice.
It looked pretty
I
nice.
disagree.
You disagree?
As someone who buys ties a lot,
It was a nice tie.
I really wish that we revealed that it was Ving Rhames who tackled him at the end, and that's his
Oh, I
new
thought you meant-
girlfriend.
Reveal that Ving Rhames was the tie.
No, that he's their dad secretly. I know I commended the movie for not doing that, but I would commend it if it did, because
I mean, if it
race
did do that, it would be more brave.
transcends everything. Owen speaking to me that closely is feeling very comfortable.
They look comfortable.
I would be if I was Owen Wilson's kid, wouldn't you?
Well, you're wrapped up in that nice little soft thing.
I feel like a lot of dribble on that baby's lip.
It happens.
It happens, baby. Yeah, and then of course, she's there, and they're there too. Everyone's there in Hawaii. Have you been to Hawaii?
I have not been to
I have
either.
not been to Hawaii.
I
Yet.
haven't been to either of the Americas.
Are you sure that
Very
you
sure.
haven't been?
Very
I've been to
sure.
Los Angeles.
Does GTA count? Otherwise, no.
Does GTA have Hawaii?
No.
No.
Why did you ask? Why did you?
Well, because I mentioned the Americas.
Have you been to Hawaii? Does GTA count?
No, but
Is
I
it
mentioned-
in GTA.
No, but I talked
No.
about Americas.
So wait, hold on. Have you been to Hawaii? No, I haven't been to the North America.
I haven't been to either Americas.
I haven't been to either Americas, but does GTA count? So you're
Well-
answering you're asking a question to
For
your
the-
own statement.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Perfect.
But then I realized that's not what we were talking
Excuse
about.
me,
so
Illuminati's real.
please do not interrupt me.
Woo! Lawrence,
Sure. What did you say he was again, Reese?
cinematographer.
Cinematographer.
Thank you, Justin. You did a good job. So the movie has ended. It was a fantastic movie. We'll get into our reviews and ratings. Let's talk about the movie, bruh. I'll review
Finally, we can start.
first. I'll review first. I loved it. There was family drama, but at the end, they became family love. And isn't that what a family movie's all about? I really miss Terry Bradshaw, and it's really upsetting me that they show pictures of him in the credits because it reminded me how much he was in the movie, and I want him to be back in the movie now. But the movie has ended, unfortunately. I enjoyed myself. I was surprised. I didn't have high expectations of this. I was like, maybe this is a dud one for the show. Maybe it's like, oh, how are we going to do this? Maybe I was wrong about this being unappreciated. I was a little like, oh, I don't know. But then I watched it, and I thought about it after, and it grew on me, and I realized this is an unappreciated masterpiece, and this is a perfect movie for what it's setting out to do. And even above that, this was a fun time. It had some fun actors and people involved, and it had a message behind it that we can all agree upon. If I have to give this film a rating, which I do,
I noticed that June Squibb's name turned up as soon as you said that, so is that related?
if I had to give this film a rating, it would be the strength of June Squibb out of
Retta.
out of just Retta.
Who was Retta? Retta was...
She was the
Annie-
photographer. She
yeah,
was a photographer.
Yeah, Annie, Helen, and Jean's wedding planner.
She's the photographer who also works as his nurse, proctologist nurse, because she's also in that scene at the very beginning of the movie.
Wikipedia doesn't say so, but
I mean,
I'll believe you.
She is, though.
I'll believe you.
Bartek, let's hear from you.
Fine, I'll speak then. This really was a great film. You mentioned earlier that it's fantastic, and I agree with that, because it begins with an F, just like Father and Figures. If this film was called Bastards, I wouldn't agree with you, but I would secretly agree with you.
Yeah.
Also, if we were going with the UK title, Who's Your Daddy, which is...
Who's your daddy?
Honestly, it would be probably more appropriate for the title, considering it's mentioned in the film. But none of that really matters all that much, because the real meat of this film is the stuff that you watch, the film itself, not the title, not Benkarte. Which, Inglourious, that's a great name for the film, right?
Yes.
Wasn't it?
I guess.
It
You
is a
guess.
great name.
I guess.
You mean you know? You just watched it. You should know.
No, Noah was from the last film we did.
Hey, we should go to tourgeorgiafilm.com. I don't know why I said that. I just feel like we need to go there.
Yeah, it's tourgeorgiafilm.com.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out to tourgeorgiafilm.com, sponsor us.
Tommy Hilfiger, please sponsor.
Figure.
No, Finger.
Figure.
We're already done with Figure. We need Finger now. Finger me now.
Ryan, Tommy, he'll finger you.
You told me he'll finger you.
Ryan's.
Haha, Ryan, you've already given your rating. You can't use that.
Please be your rating.
It's not mine.
Fuck you.
I've got one, but Reese can use it.
Okay.
Oh,
This is a great film. Teaches you about the family. I feel like it's been a while since we've had a film that it probably hasn't been, but I'll just say it anyway. I'll double down. I feel like it's been a while since
favourite
we've
Neil
had
Breen
a
movie.
film that has gone to an extent to look at a simple thing in life, which was friendship. I remember the first couple of films we did, friendship was the big thing. About family. I know that we've had films like The Guilt Trip and other such films that have been about family relationships.
They call me Bruce.
They Call Me Bruce as well. I liked that this film had a huge... I know I said quantity of twists, but there's one that like you just kind of have to think about. With the title, all of the titles, not Inglourious, but I'll say that anyway. I'll double down on that.
Double down.
All of the titles seem to indicate... Oh, not Bastards either. All of the titles seem
Double
to
down on
indicate...
that too.
So only half of them. All of the titles seem to indicate this is about father. Father figures, who's your daddy. But then it ends up being about brothers. I couldn't believe it, but I believe it now. And that's what's important. But
Yes.
this is a problem, guys. There's a problem.
what's the problem?
The people who haven't seen the film don't know that.
Yeah.
And not that we have to spoil it for
No,
them.
we
They have
don't.
to see it.
They have to see it to believe it.
Exactly.
Do they have said to believe it though?
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Maybe.
Okay.
Jury's still out on it. I won't double down on that.
Okay.
By Neil Breen.
I love this film.
Yes.
I loved it, still do, will, always. I give this film an asexual antenna.
I knew
It
it.
doesn't have... Well, you didn't, but...
I knew you were gonna go with
It,
that.
it doesn't have sexual feelings, but it has romantic feelings.
I didn't know it was gonna be asexual, but I knew it was gonna be something with your antenna game.
Well, I mean, remember, Ryan, what I did say earlier. You do not play with it sexually.
I know, but now I know more. So,
So you...
Reese,
guessed.
Yes.
favorite movie from book?
Oh shit! I still haven't had time to think about.
Did you have one, Ryan?
I think his is Nanny McPhee, but
No, your one.
Was it a book?
of course it was. What are you crazy?
I didn't know
Are you
that.
a nut job? Are you a fucking
I
crazy
didn't know
bear?
that.
Was the Nutjob a book?
Nut
No.
job with Will Arnett again as an animal. Yeah, with animals talking.
Is that your favourite one, Ryan?
I wish it was. If I had to choose a favorite, could I go with the Paddington movies?
I don't
Yes.
know. Have you seen them?
Yes.
You can go with
Okay.
Paddington.
Sure. I'll let you.
I'll go with Paddington 2, which I don't think is based on a specific book, but the characters there. Boom, boom. Okay, good review, Reese. YouTube. Reese, let's hear from you.
Okay. Here we go. Just before I start my review, I have to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Mother, you are not...
Sound very poetic.
Mother,
Mother, the Jennifer Lawrence movie. I wish we watched you.
Hold on. He's about to say something related to family.
Mother,
We have to let
father.
him
Hello, mother. Hello, father.
I can't... Oh.
Camp Granada.
I really want to hear this, Ryan. Let me speak.
Mother, you are not a bitch. I am so sorry for saying that. Brother Mitchell, you are not a son of a bitch. That was not necessary of
But
me.
you are stubborn.
But you are stubborn. If you are listening to this episode, please just skip to this part, not the rant part.
If you're listening to it on YouTube, make sure to like.
Yeah, make sure to like Ryan's and Bartek's and my podcast. Okay.
Oh, it's his now too.
Yes.
The episode, at least.
No,
The
it's
episode.
his podcast. He just said it.
Okay.
He
Once again,
owns it now. He's
so
the third
sorry.
partner.
That was just a roll off the tongue. Thank you.
And I was there to...
And Bartek was there to save me, basically.
Yeah, man, you're so lucky. I'm biting my tongue. There were so many inappropriate things within
Yes.
that one thing that you just said there that I'm really tempted to jump on, such as the roll off the tongue line. I'm just holding back, Reese. So, you review now?
Okay, my review. You know, I've been on this show a couple of times. Just like double digits nearly.
Double down?
I think it's your 8th unappreciated masterpiece.
Nearly double digits, basically.
Yeah.
And for most of the films I've seen for this podcast, they're mostly centered around family values. Would you say that'd be fair to say?
Yeah, I would say that. Thunderbirds had family values.
Race to Witch
Mountain.
Catch
Meet
That Kid.
Dave. Yeah.
And seeing all these films, you sort of get a good understanding of family values. Good family values. And I'd say this film hits the spot. It does not deserve a one-sentence letdown from Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb.
Which, unfortunately, there are.
There are.
Bastards. No, not the film, but the people.
The film has plenty of moments to give it at least more than a sentence. A mere sentence. If you don't like the film, fine. Just give it a paragraph at least. Would you say that's fair, guys?
4. I
Four.
want a
Four
real
sentences.
detailed
4.
reason why you don't
Yeah.
like this. In fact, minimum 2,000 words.
Ooh.
Minimum. That's high school level. Okay?
Actually, that's the length of that one case study we had to submit. Ryan.
Yeah,
So-
but that was
and
so
that was university.
weak. Yeah, so what? We went to uni, so we're telling you high school kids that didn't like this movie, give us a full essay with cited resources. I want to know whether or not the gay year is the right one or not. I want cited informations and references, or else you're off the case.
So my rating shall be Bartek's Lenovo out of Ryan's keyboard.
Wow, I like he just saw objects in the room and said those would be mine, not the perfect rating that you gave a moment
didn't
ago.
you ask him a question ages ago and he looked around the room?
No.
I can't remember if that was in the episode or before it.
Oh, that's just recent life. Hey, Reese, are you doing okay? Whoa! So...
What?
We have...
Whoa.
Oh, wall. Okay.
I like how he took that really low. YouTube comments and IMDb reviews.
What about 'em?
Do you have them?
Yeah.
Read them out.
Well, to be fair, there's plural for YouTube comments, but not for IMDb reviews.
Sorry, that was just another car. It's been a while. It's been pretty dead empty on the road today. It's a
Yeah, we're at a bus stop still. The bus isn't coming. You're not doing the Doppler effect right. You're not even moving your head.
I moved it back.
All right, I'll do
but
it.
after the sound was...
I'll do it.
You know what the genius thing is, guys? You don't have to do it louder and quieter. The fact that you're going further away from it...
All
should be
right.
making it-
So, I
You
just...
still did it!
Oh, sorry.
You don't have to end... Ryan, you were kind of doing it.
No, I was
yesterday.
doing it perfect.
Sorry, I was focusing on Reese. I
Oh,
wasn't
sorry.
paying
Can you
attention,
focus on Reese some more, please?
I've been looking straight at him this whole time.
Welcome to the podcast. Okay, Bartek, tell us the opinions of the real people on the internet.
Yes, because we need real people giving opinions.
Yes.
If they're on YouTube, any opinion. If you're on IMDb, more than a sentence, motherfuckers. Or 2 sentences. More than 2 sentences. The first comment is, I'll be watching for my dude Cat. And the response to that
Oh,
is...
Cat Williams, right. I thought he was talking about his own pet cat. My little dude cat.
Not the testicle cat?
Oh, it might be that.
No, it's the K-Cat. And the response to that is, get a life, dude. How many times are you going to post the same shit?
Woohoo, shit, we found ourselves a feud.
That was written by Cat Williams too.
I guess this is a YouTube user that keeps following another YouTube user or something.
Or he keeps making comments on these videos like, I gotta watch this for my dude Cat.
I did notice that a lot of the people in the comments who were specifically saying, I'm gonna watch this for Cat Williams, had responses from, like, really angry political people being like, oh, you leftist retards or something. I don't...
Yeah, that Cat Williams, you're causing up a fucking war on the internet.
The next comment is, Papa Mia, here we go again. There are a lot of Mamma Mia comments.
Oh,
this.
God.
But I didn't include a lot of them, just that one.
Thank you.
The next comment is, they're trying too hard. And the response to that is, the heck?
So
These are real people.
At least he wasn't the grammar police on that one.
My favourite part of that, is the second guy, the commenter who's like, I couldn't understand what he was trying to get at in that first comment, so I better question him. And I never got a reply.
Yeah. 3 more YouTube comments.
Thank you.
This one starts with like 6 full stops. So, you know, ... I'd watch this... Just because of my man Cat! 3 teary laugh emojis.
Oh, yeah, found that.
The response to this is... I was alluding to this. Another closet racist, exclusivist, leftard, imbecile parasite. And then the initial commenter responds... Go suck on something hard and black... ... You're not you when you need a dick... 2 unimpressed looking emojis. So you see
God.
So you see, he started that comment with an innuendo, but then he made it not innuendo.
He made the reference to the
Snickers.
Snickers, you're not you when you need a dick.
Rowan Atkinson and Mr. T are very proud.
Yeah.
Because they were in the commercials, you know.
Wait. Hold on. I like Bartek's like Rowan Atkinson and Mr. T are the ones who are proud, not Betty White, who was the one who started it all, and maybe give Abe Vigoda. But you went Mr. T and Rowan Atkinson.
Exactly, motherfucker, and I double down on that too.
Neil Breen.
The next comment is Superwoman butt cheek at 07 if you're welcome. :3333.
What?
So in the trailer, it starts off with like a montage of fathers and families, and one of the shots is of 2 kids, a dad and a mum, and the mum's got this like really short skirt and like the wind is blowing it, so you can kind of see her butt cheek.
But why do they call her Superwoman?
Because they were all dressed as superheroes.
I thought they were talking about the physical character or the YouTuber.
So for the people that have seen the film and are thinking like, yeah, I know everything about it, you didn't know if the trailer had a Superwoman butt cheek. Now you do, and it's at 7 seconds.
So, IMDb review, is that correct?
It would be if there was not one more comment.
Oh. He owned me there.
Well, you owned yourself, but it's alright.
You owned me.
This comment is, "I'll never understand how Owen Wilson keeps getting movie roles. He's a terrible actress."
I've got an answer to that. It's because he's an actor, for one.
Yeah.
And
Well, exactly.
2, have you seen him? He's pretty good.
He's a good actress.
He's
a
good actress.
great
yeah.
actress. He won the best actress role in La La Land.
He's a good singer too.
Him and Ryan Gosling in La La Land. I would watch that.
And now we come to the IMDb review that I picked.
Yay.
I had to pick one that wasn't 2 sentences or less.
How many stars?
Well, the title of this review is...
Yeah, that's right.
the title of the review will tell you
Oh,
the
good.
interesting thing about it.
Okay.
So I'll tell you the rating in the year first. It is a 3 out of 10 review.
Oh,
okay.
God.
It's from the 6th of April 2018.
Ah.
So it would be recent because the film's not old. The title of this review is Lost a Star for Meryl, but a boring ride even without that misstep.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
What?
Oh, God. This is a review for Mamma Mia 2. And it's in father figures. Read on.
I thought he was just mixing up getting close with Meryl.
No. In Mamma Mia 2, Meryl Streep's not in it. very much, if at all, and
No.
people are really upset about that.
Oh god, I don't know. I don't know what. Okay, I'll read the
Read
review.
on. I reckon this is a review from Meryl Streep's classic Mamma Mia 2.
Meh. Another boring, paint-by-numbers comedy with the usual bunch. I had a free showing, but even that had people checking their FB status and walking out before the last act. We were so little invested in this comedy that we didn't care if they found their dad.
Okay.
Meryl is like poison ivy to any project she is on with her "Americans are too dumb to get my movies" comments. This is just a boring movie that was ill-conceived and ill-performed, not recommended.
That could be a review for the new Mamma Mia.
But as he said in, or as
Oh,
they said in their
he.
review, sorry, as they said in their review, where was it? You know, Americans are too dumb to get my movies comments, implying that they're not dumb.
Yeah.
And this review is clearly appropriate to the film review section.
Hold on. Are they saying Meryl Streep and or Glenn Close has that opinion?
Apparently.
I didn't know either of them had those opinions.
Americans are too dumb to get my movies comments.
Aren't they both Americans?
I guess, yeah, but
Okay, I'm dumbfounded.
I guess they're
I guess I'm an
superior.
American.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the episode, people. Reese, as always, fantastic to have you.
Thank you very much. for
Saying what?
having- like at a very high pitched voice, and
It's the only voice you have.
I know.
Well, no, he did the quiet one earlier. And he did that, like, croaky one that I said do for the rest of the episode, and he didn't.
'Cause I said
Bad
don't.
boy.
Oh.
Bad boy.
Bartek, as always, a pleasure co-hosting with you.
Mm-hmm. And do you have a comment from Meryl?
Meryl,
Chill out.
you're poison.
Poison Ivy, yeah.
No, that was Uma Thurman, actually.
Hmm?
That was Uma Thurman. It was Poison Ivy and Batman and Robin.
Man, that reviewer really got things wrong there.
They really don't know that. It's really confusing because that's actually a review for the Fast and Furious movies. So it's just like, I don't know what's going on. So you guys have been fantastic, amazing, wonderful listening people. If you want to support us, we are on iTunes. Give us a review and rating on there. We are on other platforms. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio,
That
and
Spanish one.
the Spanish one. And we've got the social medias, the Facebook, the Twitter. We've got an email, spitandpolished@gmail.com if you want to email us
And
with
what's our
something.
password?
The password is Reese
How many S's is that?
isn't himself
Hmm.
when he needs a dick. So, Reese
Again, how many S's is that?
a lot.
Okay.
So, as always, remember to be kind to each other.
Reese, can you insult Ryan? Because he's been insulting you a lot. So
You want me to give him an insult?
I want you to really give it to him. Like, he can take it. Yeah, he hasn't received one yet.
Give it to me, Daddy.
You have suspiciously curly hair.
Wow, that was so racist.
Are you offended?
I am offended.
Okay. If you said no, then Reese would have to give another 10.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we end Reese episodes with word at a time, don't we?
Yes,
Oh, we had-
alright, let's do this.
I forgot.
One word story at a time
Shit.
about this movie.
Oh, we have to do it about this movie.
Father,
Figures
Is
the
best
thing
ever
that
I've
seen
it
was
really
called
the
bastards.